that I'm rocking. I got the ring full of ink, never dropping. I got a stash for the cash that I owe to my brother. All up in the cup, just to live it up. Look how the streets turn cold when I walk it. It's my rules, no man can stop it. I throw a kick so quick that I leave her in the gutter. Leave her in the gutter, 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 gutter. I know all these things never happen. I'm just a random girl with gentle manners. In my dreams I rock and I rule the wonderland. Rule the wonderland. Rule the wonderland. Rule the wonderland. Wonderland. All up in the cut. All up in the cut. I got all up in the cut. All up in the cut. All up in the cut. I got all up in the cut. All up in the cut. I got all up in the cut. All up in the cut. All up in the cut.
It's always the same, always the same storytelling. When I can come in, oh, this is for your dying. One more time, my ancestors. I swear
Okay. Hello. Welcome to my first VOD review stream. I'm gonna be reviewing. I've got people have sent me a couple of different videos for tonight. So we'll be going through them one at a time. I'm gonna fix a couple things real quick, just so. People can see the video well. Follower and count. And I'm gonna come down here, but smaller. Merc, since you requested first tonight, I'm gonna start with yours. And then Sketch sent me a couple of VODs he wants me to look at. I'm not super familiar with Ridley, but I know enough about him that I can probably give some good feedback. Hopefully, at least as far as spacing and all that stuff. And then I'm gonna be looking at this Mr. L VOD from BAM. This is not from BAM. I don't think. I don't know. Mr. L VOD, because just general like K-Rool analysis, and then this was sent to me. Thanks for the follow, Merc. This was sent to me from shit. This was sent to me from Cough Drop / Crusha. So we're gonna look at this one as well. Crusha, if you're here, if this is your VOD, let me know. That way, like when I start critiquing it, I can actually I can actually like talk to you for feedback as far as like getting your thoughts on the situations and stuff. Because having a conversation is better than like me just talking at you. So I'm gonna start with Mercs because he asked first. So and he's the reason why I'm even here. So let's take a look at this. So first of all, first thing to notice is that K-Rool versus Yoshi is a pretty weird matchup, and especially on an FD variant. The good thing about FD variants is that you're not going to get juggled quite as bad by Yoshi. So, but you also don't have anywhere to retreat to when you're when you're in the middle of the air. So just like the spacing is, and this matchup is very weird. The good thing is that Yoshi's decently fast. So like you have to like be careful about how you approach because Yoshi has like decent options to snuff out approaches. The good thing is that the Yoshi's like jump animations are a little strange. So like countering and blunderbuss and in neutral like get a little bit better because of that, but not like extremely so. So let's see how this starts. You really hate Egg and his jump super armor? Yeah, the super armor on his jump is like really hard for most people to like figure out. So immediately right off the bat here, you get hit with Egg, and then you pull out like your reaction to the Yoshi's approach is to pull out Blunderbuss. That's like a fairly common thing for K Rools to do. Is like when you're like just it's like okay, it's beginning of neutral, or like where I'm trying to reset neutral, I'm going to either throw crown or shoot out blunderbuss. The blunder was buffered. That's fair. I'm going to talk about that too because I noticed something in this match and I'm going to discuss that. And the down smash was the clank. Thanks for the follow, Clippy, who is Plague. Hi. Yeah, we'll get to that. So, Blunderbuss, so that's it's an unfortunate buffer, and I'm assuming that this is online because it's a weird FD variant. So like the buffering is like even a little worse on there. But even then, beginning the match with Blunderbuss, and which you also do in this VOD, is like not usually the best option. If you're gonna do something like this, I would usually recommend retreating first and then like using that option to open up space rather than opening on that and like trying to move into it. Like crown is like even if you're open with a projectile, I would very much rather see you open with crown than blunderbuss. Yeah, jumping with, and also like even if you start with blunderbuss, short hopping is also a good option because it covers, especially on an FD variant, you got to cover some aerial options, and like occupying the aerial states is going to make it easier for you to like approach. So like if you're like Cannonball was like up here occupying this space, and Yoshi's going to try to approach it like this down air or a forward air, as Yoshi's tend to do, you're going to have like a much easier time like getting under him because he's either going to get hit by his Cannonball or he's not going to get that aerial approach that he needs. Hey, Koff. We're going to get to yours like probably second or third. Usually use Blunderbuss to poke to have an idea how they react. Yeah, my main problem with that is that it's just a very like common strategy. Hold on, let me fix this Facebook shit going on in the background. My issue is that it's just a very common strategy for K Rools, and so it's usually gonna be like fairly known. Yeah, that I can see what you're going for with the down smash there. Obviously, it did seem like you were trying to react to the down B rather than you just throwing out down smash. I'm not. I think it kind of looks like you just released a little late, and you released too early. So your down smash, the extra hitbox didn't register because I'm pretty sure those the stars count as projectiles in a sense, and so you got caught by those. You got caught by like the residual of the down B. So I think going for the down smash there is actually not like an awful idea. Hey Sketch, going for the down smash is not an awful idea, but like it's just a matter of timing. And sometimes timing things online is hard, so like don't take it too hard. Yeah, and again, they're pulling out blunderbuss. Like even if that was a buffer, like the fact that you consider blunderbussing when this Yoshi is so close to you is like a little weird. Here I probably would have liked to see a shield grab out of this. The Yoshi's playing out of this situation. Blunderbuss is frame 30, util and jab would work better there, definitely. Even if you're going to clank, like being able to like reset the situation is gonna like work out a lot better. Clanking gives you like a brief second to think about your next move as well, so that's also fine. I also would have liked to see you go for like a shield grab, would have been a better option here. Like wait to see what. So like he went for was it a back air? I think I was going away to force an approach. Yeah, but like you don't have enough space to force him to approach, right? So like even if you had gotten the blunderbuss out, like you're on the ledge, so like you're not gonna have a lot of room to maneuver out of this. Yeah, so shield grab here to like either get a forward throw to reset neutral or like an up throw just to get some damage on would have been nice. All right, so quick thing here. The crown throw wasn't bad. Yoshi actually tends to recover kind of mid-range because he doesn't have like a real recovery. So I actually don't mind the crown throw there. You probably could have retreated a little bit more just to give yourself a little bit more space in neutral and like read how he comes in, because then he gets like that egg throw, which was able to like throw you into the air. Like he was able to combo out of it. Running off with Crown to stop mid recovers destroys Yoshi. Yeah, definitely. Like Yoshi has a hard time beating Crown at the ledge because he has to recover at that like right above the ledge most of the time. So like Crown is actually a very good ledge trapping tool against Yoshi specifically. You just have to like space it well because if Yoshi's like able to get over it, he's gonna be able to come in and like combo you a little bit, as you see here. And also notice that your immediate reaction after getting hit in the air was to use Nair, which is like fairly common. I would just be careful with that because like Nair is like a fairly common like thing people see K Rools do, and so it's like easy to react to. So like if you're gonna go for Nair, instead of like having this like immediate knee jerk reaction, like rather you use right after you get hit in the air, wait until you come down like about midway and then fast fall it. All right, that's fine. I'm gonna keep going if that's okay because I have a couple of these to do tonight. And I'm gonna put this stream on my YouTube so that people can refer back to it later. I like the gut check there on the crown. That's like a nice like little thing little note. Okay, so here K Rool recovering diagonally is like basically like the worst thing that can ever happen to a K Rool, especially against a character with like really good like ledge options like Yoshi or Lucina or any of those characters. So unfortunately, like what we have to do for a lot of time is you have to burn your air dodge to get yourself probably about like here, and then that's going to give you better coverage when you're getting back to the stage. So, like, it sucks that you're having to use your air dodge so early, but most of the time you're not going to be able to use a directional air dodge, like, after you reach probably, like, right beneath where the stage ends, where you're going to end up SDing anyways. So just using your air dodge to get yourself in a better position so that your recovery isn't so far in the diagonal that Yoshi's going to be easily land these back airs around Propeller Pack is just going to help you a lot. And the Yoshi forgot that he can't recover certain ways, so he ends up dying for it anyways. I'm gonna assume that was a misinput with the blunderbuss. So when throwing crown in neutral, generally you're better off taking a more aggressive option, whether it's using like a crown slide or you're really sorry about it. It's all right. So when you're using crown in neutral, you're actually better off usually taking a more aggressive option than a defensive option. It's all right. It happens. You're all good. We didn't get very far. We went from like 16 to 33 seconds. Retreating or jumping forward is back around. Yeah, like me personally as a K Rool, I don't like playing defensively when after throwing crown out in neutral. So like there's like a couple because there's like a couple ways most people react to crown being thrown. Is like in my experience, most people jump over crown as like the option to how to get around it. So you're better off like going for a more aggressive option because if they're gonna jump over it anyways, then like standing in shield isn't gonna help you. Because then they're like already considering approaching. So they're probably gonna jump and like that's like an easy opportunity to like either like move in a little bit and get like a retreating fair, or just like get a fair. And then like if you're noticing that they're shielding a lot, it's like great for going in with for a grab. And also going for like crown slides and those crown councils is gonna help you a lot with your crown tech. Like learning that crown tech in neutral is just so important. See, like that was as much like right here. That was actually this was a much better use of blunderbuss in neutral, where you're like you used it in the air. I'm gonna turn down the volume just a little bit so it's easier to talk over. Where you use blunderbuss in the air, so like this is like an easier. Yeah, I ran to back airs like that. All of that like just happened in like that 5 seconds. That's just playing neutral. Like that was all like just decent neutral play. I think spacing back airs is like a fine option for K Rool in neutral. I think people completely underrate back air as an option for us and just say it's like not good enough in neutral and it's only good for the spike. But back air is like a pretty decent move. Like in general, it deals like a lot of damage. Is there a tire until yeah? But back air does a lot of damage, and like it actually leads in like some interesting setups. So I wouldn't be don't be afraid of using back air in neutral. Like it is definitely one of our underrated neutral skills. And like you're just throwing out F tilts and everything. Like that's all fine. That's all like completely K Rool neutral things. This is like your best use of blunderbuss in this matchup so far is like a landing mix-up option, because not only does like I think we discovered that like blunderbuss helps cancel a little bit of landing lag. I think is what we figured out. So like landing with blunderbuss is actually like a decent option when you're this close. Like sometimes as long as like they're not expecting it. It's like a good mix up. Back air, go for a spike there. All right, so this is like a small reactionary thing, but if you do get one thing to note about back air is that it does not spike if they're on a grounded opponent. It always just deals its backwards knockback, but there's a lot of follow-ups that you can get with the spike hitbox. Here, I think this was probably just a reactionary thing, and you definitely could have changed an up air there. Second bear, yeah, that you easily, you probably could have gotten an up air there. Probably not an up smash, but you probably could have followed with an up air, or even a nair would have been fine. The dash attack was a read, but it didn't work. Yeah, but he was in hit stun from the back air. You probably could have like gotten an up air there for sure. Yeah, I'm always wary of using dash attack in neutral just because dash attack has so much in lag that it's gonna like give your opponent a decent opportunity to get in. So just be careful. Yeah, it's a lot of so like just be more careful with your dash attacks in neutral, because like that is a very easy easy move to punish. Especially because you're moving into like the middle of the ground, whereas opposed to like countering or blunderbuss. Like it's like while those moves are slow, you're also not committing space. You know, like you're not committing any space to center stage or you're not giving up space on like your part of the stage to like get in with a dash attack, as opposed to blunderbuss or crown, or even like F tilt. Like those are both fine. It's all right. This is what VOD analysis is for. Like, people tend to when they're like playing, they're not necessarily thinking about everything. It's about going back and like watching it and like doing stuff like this is what makes people better. Like you get better by like looking at your VODs and like talking about them and figuring out the best things. Yeah. Dash attack is like not a great move in neutral. This is like it's like a move for when you're in advantage. It's a decent combo move out of forward throw at like really low percents. And am I one of the few who dash after second hit of countering? No. My preference of countering return countering is forward air, because that also leads to interesting setups. But dash attack's also a fine option. So just be careful using dash attack in neutral, because you're giving up space in neutral when you don't need to. Yeah, fair works better. Reverse crown slide is also good. Yeah, that's a very common thing that Yoshis will do, is they'll do that runoff forward air to like try to surprise people. Most people don't ever get caught by it. This is like an interesting choice of a back air here. Runoff back airs are good, and so are runoff down airs, but you just have to like the Yoshi's so floaty, like especially with his recovery, that in this specific matchup you have to be a little bit more careful about your timing, because it's weird. The way like they recover is weird. That's a good dash. So like here in advantage, that's like a good dash attack. Like the Yoshi is recovered, is forced to recover in this mid because he doesn't have a good recovery, and so you get to punish him for basically free. Like he can throw out like a down air or an egg to like try to like reoccupy some of the space, but like for the most part, he's not gonna be able to do much about you just like having a presence at the ledge. So that was really nice. And yeah, so like the blunderbuss, all that stuff, that's like pretty decent. I do fake shot a lot into down smash, because people were always like, I'm gonna get up, attack the blunderbuss and then hit you. But if you just I like the fake shot down smash is like catches a lot of people who aren't experienced in this matchup. That's also, so I do the same thing with the iframe. When my opponent has iframes, is I'll tend to do this double jump. Don't forget that K. Rool has like one of the best ledge hang animations in the game, and he can't get hit with a whole lot. And so retreating to the ledge while your opponent has iframes is like not a bad option, especially on FD where you don't have any platforms to play on to like protect yourself with. So consider that as well as an option, because I feel like double jumping is something that a lot of newer players always go for. He's a good ledge hanger. Yeah, K. Rool has like one of the best ledge hangs in the game. I think at one point we labbed out a lot of like what moves can hit him while he's hanging on the ledge, and there's not a lot other than like the moves that like we already know like hit people below the ledge. Yeah, so like so basically characters have like different ledge hang and like and I don't know if I want to say animations, but they have like so when like a character hangs on the ledge, they have a hurt box the size that like occupies an amount of space, right? So when some characters hang off the ledge, their hurt box is higher than others. So like K. Rool's hurt box when he's like sitting on the ledge is actually pretty low. So not only are you getting those iframes on the ledge from being like from the first snap to ledge, but like you also hang really low. So like most characters don't have like a lot of decent options to hit you with. So like when you can recover to the ledge and sit there like pretty decently. Are links blocked? Do I have links blocked? If I do, yeah. The double jump thing is a very like double jump into like an air dodge is a very common thing for people to think about. But retreating to ledge is a perfectly like valid option while your opponent's coming back. You just have to make sure that you're not putting yourself in disadvantage immediately on a new stock. That's all you have to do. No. So like even though Kale is like the biggest hurt box in the game, like he has like a really good ledge hang. So definitely consider that. If I have links blocks, let me know because I can like get. I'm pretty sure I can fix that. Good gut check. That's a really good gut check. Again, dash attacks in neutral. You gotta be careful about that. Again, especially with Yoshi. Looks good on me. Okay, it's just on my end. It looks like it's just like blurred out. So I just want to make sure it's all good. Again, dash attacks in neutral. You just gotta be careful. Yeah. Usually after the first time they get hit from Crown, they're gonna have a better reaction. If you notice your opponent is like standing immediately on the ledge, you need to like blunderbuss is a better option to get them to retreat and then get a better, easier recovery. Because if you do like blunderbuss and then you're gonna like force them into a attacking situation on the stage, most people are just gonna retreat off of the ledge, and that's a little bit harder to punish than a crown throw at the ledge as well. Usually if you're gonna do crown throw while they're like occupying ledge space, you want to like do it a little further out because it makes it harder to punish. See, like there, Yoshi went off stage to get away because you're not gonna when you're on a new stock, you're not gonna put yourself off stage and immediately put yourself in disadvantage for this. So like going off stage and like just using those like 2 or 3 seconds to like just stall is fine. Yeah, landing with Nair is super dangerous, especially with K. Rool because like people were ready. I'm not completely sure. I was trying to input it, fucked up. It happens. Again, don't take. Again, like playing online is hard and sucks. So like, just take everything with a grain of salt. Yeah, but be really careful with landing in Nair because I think that's something like early meta K rules did, and so people are just used to that. So just be careful. Good up tilt. I like the up air chase. Great. That down air forward smash was a good confirm. So, Alright, so general thoughts from this VOD, other than what I already mentioned, is you play, and this is kind of like tapping into what Plague is saying here as well, is like you play very aggressively, but you're too impatient, but sometimes I play chill or aggressively. In this VOD, it definitely looks like you're playing aggressively. Most people consider K. Rool to be like a more defensive character and like a bait and punish character because his frame data is so bad and we have like decent tools to like bait people to come into us and to approach us that again most matchups you're probably gonna want to be like sit back a little bit more and chill. Especially in this like in neutral, it seems like you threw out a lot of options without like necessarily thinking about all right, well where's my like what are my opponent's options or like what are they gonna do in these different situations? And I would say that like even like if that's what you want to go for, that's fine. But like if you want to play that aggressively, that's fine. Like that's not like impossible for K. Rool. It's a harder thing to do for him, but it's not like completely out of the question. If you're gonna do that though, you still have to take like probably about the first. If you're playing someone for the first time, you need to take like the first 30 to 60 seconds of the match playing very patiently and defensively and looking at their options. And it's like, okay, these are the things that they tend to go for in neutral with this character. These are the options I can do aggressively to counteract that. And then you can like start making those like more aggressive decisions. Just going for those like aggressive choices like without necessarily knowing like how your opponent plays is going to get yourself like in trouble a lot of the time. And like that Yoshi was like very easily could have come back into this game if he didn't SD that first stock as well. So you go for a lot of like high commitment moves in neutral, and that's like also something that tends to get people punished. So I would say just like watch out for those. But yeah, so let's watch this other one and see if like it seems any different from that. Jab out of shield. Yeah, you didn't even like honestly you didn't use shield a lot at all in that matchup. And like shield is shield game. K. Rool's shield game is like better than it looks. Like out of shield jab and out of shield nair are like two like pretty decent options for K. Rool. So I would like don't be afraid to use those. Even like out of shield like short hop out of shield short hop crown rang or out of shield short hop blunderbuss are both decent options if your opponent is like giving you space because you're shielding. So keep that in mind. Yeah, pivot up tilt is just busted. Like up tilt up tilt is frame 5, so like that's one of your fastest options in neutral as well. Especially against a character that's gonna be a little like it's gonna be floaty like Yoshi. So thanks for this follow, Sketch. Like especially a character that's gonna be more floaty like Yoshi, up tilt's gonna be like a great anti-air option. Alright, let's look at this other one. Alright, so again, first things first, you start with blunderbuss drop down, which is like up tilt out of shield option. Oh, it's an out of shield option. I tend to think Nair and jab are better out of shield options just because Nair comes out on frame 10 out of shield and jab comes out on frame 4 just in general. But up tilt is also like a decent out of shield option just because up tilt's a good move.
Oh damn!
Oh, thanks for the host, RoboSuck. Appreciate that. With my image that is no longer relevant to the stream. So yeah, I would highly recommend using use up tilt more in neutral, use F tilt more in neutral, and just make sure you're spacing your blunderbuss and your. Thanks for the follow, RoboSuck, and make sure you're spacing your blunderbusses and your crown rangs a little more carefully. Drop down is like very basic. That's like if you're gonna pick up. If I was gonna say if someone was like, hey, I'm picking up K. Rool, like what are the basic techs I need to practice on day one? It would be like it'd be like all the blunderbuss and crown rang tech. Like everything else is like so secondary to all that like that stuff. I would be like that's where you start. And like drop down is like the first thing that every K. Rool learns. Like it's the drop down blunderbuss is so basic that it's like in the tips of the game. Like it's like Sakurai was like, all right guys, look at this cool thing you can do. You can press the B button and you can go through the platform. It's the biggest brain shit ever. It's really not. It's a great mix-up option, don't get me wrong. But like I see so many K. Rools just open up on Battlefield or PS2 with blunderbuss drop down that I like I'm tired of seeing it. It's such an obvious option, and like don't get me wrong, like the fact that blunderbuss the cannonball is occupying this space is really good, but at the same time it's like we just started the match. They're gonna be playing chill and neutral anyways. They're probably not gonna be jumping around a lot. This space is like not important right now. Yeah, plat movement is really bad in this game. Like, moving through platforms is hard in this game. Like, compared to, like, Smash 4, drop down nair and fair is good. Yes, agree. Drop down dare is equally good. Back air is better in neutral than people expect it to be. Almost forgot. I'm waiting for this before I continue with this VOD. I really like to sort of wedge the cannonball between plats. Yeah, that's a great thing to do. Short hop blunderbuss on any stage of platforms is great. Like short hop blunderbuss on platform stages is great. It's a little less good on FD because all you're doing is occupying the airspace. But this cannonball blocks off this platform, like completely for while this person's in neutral. That gets rid of one of their good neutral option, which is like retreating this platform immediately. So using blunderbuss, using cannonball to occupy space while you have time in neutral to like bring it out is like one of the best things that K. Rool can do. Like this, Chippy is Plague, right? Yes, Chippy is Plague. She is tuning in for this. This is already significantly better than the first mod. You're doing a better job with like spacing out your cannonball, your blunderbuss uses, and it seems like you're being like a little like you're not being a lot more patient with your neutral game, but you're being a little more patient, which is good to see. And the Joker combo stuff is Joker combo stuff. You're gonna get hit. There was Nair that used Nair is Nair. So the thing about K. Rool's Nair is that it's very situational, right? So like Nair, I tend to use Nair a lot in neutral, but that's because I play I'm a very defensive K. Rool, and I tend to like shield a lot in neutral. Yeah, it seems like you input a lot. Feel free to just like just chill in neutral. Like people completely like standing still in Smash is OP. Like, just standing still and not doing anything is OP. Like, the minute you start just, like, doing inputs, your opponent's, like, gonna start noticing that you're just kind of, like, flailing. Like, when you just stand still, you create such a presence that, like, you're like, all right, I am here. What are you gonna do? And you're, like, you get in their head a little bit. Don't underestimate, like, not doing anything. Yeah, Nair on the platform is really, Nair on the platform is really dangerous when they're below you. I would like if you're caught. Why would anyone not play K. Rool? Clearly the best character besides Piranha Plant. You're right. Objectively, K. Rool is great. Character's busted. Not really, but character's a lot of fun. And if anyone says anything, don't drop with Dare. Don't drop with any like I don't. K. Rool is like aerial options on a platform when someone's below them, like none of them are very good. I like to retreat. Like when my opponent's below me, I prefer like either retreating to this top platform and like seeing how they react. Dropping a Fair slept on. Oh yeah, dropping a Fair is great. Fair is our best. In my opinion, Fair is our best aerial right now. After Fair was buff, like Fair became our best aerial, and it's not close. Hey Bright Glow, how you doing tonight? Like Fair is just like such a good move, and like ever since they like buffed that sweet spot, like it's perfect. It's like the best. It's the best neutral. It's one of our best neutral tools. Like Nair is definitely like whenever like someone first picks up K. Rool, like Nair is like their go-to option because it has super armor. And they're like, oh, it has super armor and it's like really good. But like Nair is like only like a good option out of shield or like to Gimp recoveries. Other than that, it's like very, very medium. So like Nair. Fair, like drop down Fair, drop down Dare are okay. Drop down Nair and is just trash. Like, yeah, I would rather see you like instead of going for an aerial here, retreating to this top platform and just chilling and just like seeing how they react. That was a decent gut check there. I think it's fair to think that they're gonna like drop down immediately back air. So and also don't forget that like gut check slows down your momentum in the air. So like doing a gut check as you're falling to like slow down momentum. And you also see some people use up air to also slow momentum are like both decent options to like throw off your opponent's timing when they're going for an edge guard. So like even if the gut check doesn't land, just doing a gut check to like mess up their timing on things is fine. That was a risky air dodge there as well. If you're gonna, it's safe. This is like a you can also follow up Fair with an F tilt or jab sometimes. Sometimes you can. It just depends on the situation. Fair isn't necessarily a combo move. It's just like it's like a decent like chase situation. Oh God, what are we holding up for? You don't know why you're daring so often here so far on the other? Dare is like one of those drop down Fair does the landing lag thing. I thought we knew about this, Plague. I thought we knew that drop down Fair was like the landing lag. I thought that's how we found this. Smoother does everything but combos? Yeah. Yeah, Fair's a good, it's just like a good move in neutral. So like, don't, like, it's just good. So again, with gut check, like, Throwing uphill. Oh, I was talking about air dodging. Oh, you found it when being over aggressive. So you found it when you were playing K. Rool, essentially. Anyways, air dodging to stage when your opponent's like that being that aggressive on the ledge is like a very dangerous option because of the lag at the end. Some occasions I like to fast fall fair to grab if conditions are right. Yeah, that's totally like a totally decent option. Fast fall fair is like really really good at low percents especially. Fair is our best aerial and it's not close. Anyone who says that fair is not our best aerial is wrong. Like objectively. You didn't think he was going to do fair on Ledger? Yeah, that's fine. I would still rather you see recover low and go up. I should be a sage for the Hero Discord. I'm one of the admins for Hero Discord, so is that not good enough? Miss tech there. That's just teching online's hard. Oh, you're another admin. I'm sorry. I'm bad with names. I'm not in Hero Court enough to like recognize everyone. I'm sorry. But yeah, I love doing. I'm like getting into the VOD analysis game, so this is gonna be me from now on. This is part of my thing. Mix-ups are fine, but like when they're playing that aggressively, air dodges are gonna be hard to. Air dodges are gonna be like decently hard to read. Sometimes you just tech everything. Yeah, but teching online's hard. Teching online's like way hard because of the input lag. Grabbing in neutral against Joker is like pretty decent tool, especially if like you see him spamming Rebel's guard like that. Joker's a weird matchup just because like it's very much similar to Incineroar. They're gonna expect a lot of like so no matter how you drop down fair, this landing lag thing always happens. That's good to know. We're definitely gonna have to make a video about that at some point. What was I saying? So Joker's probably gonna expect a lot of like countering and blunderbuss in neutral, especially from like online K rules. So like grabs are like decent option in neutral, but like make sure you're going for like dash grabs or pivot grabs because K rule's pivot grab range is really good, like so strong. Like pivot grab range strong on this character. Like don't underestimate that. Useful in Showen's field where shields fair. Yeah, that's true as well. Good back air. I like you just missed your spacing a little bit. Otherwise, that back air was like really small to go for. Smart to go for. We saw smash for Bowser PG. Good. Is it really that good? I always do it out of habit. Yeah, it's decent. Like back air, going for back air. Following up with a pummel up throw is always extra 21%. Yep. Back air is like this chase right here that you just did was actually like really smart. Like you chased him pretty well. You just misread your spacing, and if you gone for a down air instead of a back air, I think you would have killed him. Or like if you just like spaced your back air a little differently, you would have killed him easily. Even if you hadn't gotten the spike hitbox, there was like a decent chance. Okay, so if you do the drop down fair too early, it'll get the 11. Okay, we'll figure. I'll let you work that out because you're pretty good about finding stuff like this. Yeah, again, see this is what Plague was talking about, where it's just like you're playing so fast that like you're like throwing out moves in neutral, like especially, and you can see it right here. You just like went fair and nair, like fair and nair, and like he was able to like, all right, he's gonna approach me aggressively, so I'm just gonna spoot. I'm just gonna throw out an Aegon. It's gonna snuff out his approach. And again, you landing nair, so he was able to read it with an up smash. That was good up air. Up air is also to me like one of our is like the most underrated aerial for us. I consider up air, even though up air has a lot of landing lag, like short out up air is like a decent option, especially if you fast fall it afterwards, because like the landing lag becomes a lot less. Like up air is a bad option off stage, but on stage up air is very strong, honestly. You like being so high in the air as K. Rool, it scares you? Yeah, that's completely fair. Like K. Rool doesn't have a lot of good aerial options, especially because a lot of his aerials don't come out very fast. And like I think if I'm remembering correctly, up air is our fastest move, and like that's not protecting when you come back down anyways. But just watch out, like spamming it, but still spamming Nair like as your landing option is not good. Just retreat to the ledge. Like if you're in a situation where you feel like you have to land Nair, and right here you're like so close to the ledge, just retreat to the ledge. Like do a fast fall and like slide back a little bit, and you're gonna put yourself a little harder in disadvantage. But like you can either then use your air dodge to like get back, or you can just like drop down all the way and like use our good recovery. If you don't fast fall, it'll always happen. That's weird. I feel like, I don't know. Anything with crown rank fast fall fair yet? I don't think we found anything. I don't think it necessarily combos. Like a combo, so like coming back crown rank combos into fair most of the time because of how much hit advantage you get out of it. But it's not like the best. I don't think it leads into like additional like things unless you. I think it puts them in a tech chase situation, and that should like doing that just is like a matter of how good you are at reading text. But yeah, good fair. See, fair busted. Fair busted. Busted. You like to think you know how to play K. Rool as that I try to overwhelm them. Yeah, but you're not going to overwhelm someone with bad frame data. Like, it's not going to happen. Like, you're never going to be able to overwhelm someone with, like, the rough frame data K. Rool has. Like, if we had better frame data, you could definitely do that. But, like, we have so much in lag that's just, like, not necessarily a viable option. K. Rool showcasing, he's whack. Yeah, he whack. K. Rool's whack. K. Rool's weird character. This character's so weird. We have so much dumb tech in our kit. That was a decent even then that was like a better like option than putting yourself in the air and like trying to air dodge as far as like burning those iframes. Yeah, I don't think there's a K. Rool main out there who like doesn't complain about K. Rool's frame data. We just want, it's not even like we want significant buffs. We just want it to be a little better. Is that so wrong? Come on, Sakurai, help us out here. But yeah, no, that's totally fine. I wouldn't go for the super aggressive options off stage when they're at 0. Like that back air isn't gonna lead to anything. There's like a very small chance it would have killed there if it landed, but you know, yeah, K. Rool goof. He a big goof. I would have liked to see a blunder, like a platform drop here, just because like you end up occupying more. Like you're able to. So like okay, so when I like stand in the middle of this platform here and I blunderbuss, I occupy all of this space. I get to occupy all this space for free, right? I usually try to get him scare the bear. Yeah, that's fair. I get that. So when you blunderbuss on a platform, you occupy all this space for free, like. You don't even have to try. And you also occupy all this space because of the cannonball. Just like if you have the option to like use platforms, just use especially for ledge trapping. If you're not going for an edge guard, you should definitely be using them. Like most people like know how to play around it decently, but like using like mix-ups with it, like especially like fake shot cancel is like and hat cancel is gonna help you so much. So definitely, like, don't be afraid of doing that in neutral. Hat cancel. Okay, so hat cancel is like a very minor like tech that you've probably done but never noticed. Where if you buffer a move, let's make sure I phrase this correctly. If you buffer a move while putting K. Rool's hat away from the blunderbuss, you cut like 15 or 16 frames, I think, off of the put away animation, and you're able to go into your next move faster. Yeah, it's like crown cancel in a sense. You're just canceling a part of the put away animation from blunderbuss to like move into your next move. It's a very minor thing that like usually doesn't matter, so it's fine. Decent gut check. Yeah, that was really aggressive. That I tend to do this as well. You should dumb thing versus blunderbuss versus nest. Yeah, Doing anything as K. Rool against Ness is just inherently risky because of how bad that matchup is. Like, how bad and volatile. Yeah. Recovering aggressively as K. Rool isn't going to work out most of the time. Like, down air is, like, such a, like, it's not, like, a super committal option, but, like, is, like, you're committing enough into this, like, on this platform that if they're not committing to that platform, you're going to get punished. So just be careful with your like these really aggressive approaches or like really aggressive recoveries. Sorry. Grab again. If you're gonna go for grabs like this, go for shield grabs. Yeah, dare. That's fair. I think a lot of K rules tend to like dare too much in neutral. That's like a fairly common thing. If you're gonna go for grabs like this, I would rather you see. I'd rather you go for a shield grab because shield grab is going to be much easier to time than like just like a pivot grab or even like a regular grab. The only way to figure out if you do dares too much in neutral is to like watch more VODs of yourself and just see what things look like. Yeah, that was just Joker doing Joker things. The main thing you could have done is instead of gut checking here, done a forward tilt to like space out. Like forward tilt, high key is our best move, and it's not. It's like kind of close, but not really. Like forward tilt is far away our best move in neutral, and like Jokers without Arsene are just gonna be going for like chic-esque combos. So like most of the time, you're just gonna want to like forward tilt's gonna snuff out their approach. Daily reminder: K. Rool's F tilt outranges Doria, so like move goes forever. So good at snuffing out approaches. Like do not be afraid to use F tilt. You didn't go for F tilt because you thought he was gonna go for fair, and you're yeah. But if you think he's gonna go for fair, just angle your F tilt upwards. Yeah, what Plague said. Just angle it upwards, and you're good. Yeah. If you angle it upwards, you're still gonna catch like a short hop from Joker. Fine crown. Yeah, Nair when Joker's at 13 is not good. Nair against anyone at 13 is not good. Destroying out hands and frame 6 armor. Yep, F tilt's nuts. Just actual nut. Joker doing Joker things. Another interesting gut check here. Again, Joker not going to be super aggressive without Arsene. Like he's not going to be able to. Joker is not going to be able to kill you most of the time when you're at 88 without Arsene. Like it's just not going to happen unless he gets like a really good edge guard. So like don't be I don't think you don't need to be defensive with like the gut checks and stuff when you're at this percentage without Arsene. So just you know feel free to be like, and again like. Even retreating to the ledge here probably still a better option than just going for the gut check, because K Rool retreat to the ledge option is pretty good. Usually try to avoid Joker directly unless kill percent. Yeah, I mean, usually try to avoid Joker directly. You're actually better off being aggressive when Joker doesn't have Arsene, because like when Joker has Arsene, like. You should be playing defensively to run out his meter. Good up tilt. Good blunderbuss. Drop down. What happened to the Joker there? Did he just not recover? Arsene. Up tilt him off stage. Blunderbuss and Jutro. Oh, I think he... I couldn't tell what move that was, but it looked like he either did a... I don't think he was spamming jump. So he might have forgotten he didn't get his second jump back, or he was like... It looked like he pulled out gun. Special... Up air? It might have been up air. He buffered... It looked like he buffered something. But that was really weird. I don't know what happened there. Blunderbuss is really a risky option when your opponent's in iframes. Like if you're gonna occupy space with Blunderbuss while they're in iframes, so that it's like Cannonball is occupying space when they're out of it, you need to be like using your short hops or your full hops or platform heights. Good F tilt. Good jab. Jab is always jab. So your best to me, your best option whenever a move clanks is jab. So like jabbing there is like your best reaction because it's our fastest move. It's our fastest move. So you're either gonna clang with whatever they throw out, or you're going to beat out whatever their option is. So yeah, jabbing after a clank is like generally like one of your best choices. I like that reversal, so that mixing up where you shoot people with blunderbuss is always a good idea. Like mixing up forward and backward shots is always good, and especially if you're putting them off. Yeah, Rool is whack. Rool is dumb. Character doesn't make any sense. Please help. Sakurai, if you're out there, please explain to us what the fuck this character is. Because there's so much weird shit going on all the time that we keep finding. Like we don't know what to expect anymore. Fine down smash. Like he read the down smash, but I think that's an okay option in that situation. Like you're not gonna kill him, but you're gonna open up neutral again. That ledge option for that Joker was really bad, honestly. I'm pretty sure that if K. Rool is recovering low, Aegon's never gonna hit him. If he's gonna smash attack himself there, I don't know. Like the Joker actually started off really solid, but he's like playing really weird neutral now, especially like with his edge guards. He has Arsene. Why is he not going for the long edge guard? Like, what are you doing, man? F smash is never a good option in neutral. He would make a little more sense if he had some sort of safe move. Yeah, I mean, we have a safe move. It's called jab, and that's about it. Well, jab and up tilt. Those are our safest. And F tilt. Those are like our 3 safe moves. Yeah. I don't like F smashing ever in neutral unless you're getting a hard read. F tilt bonus input? That's fair. That makes sense. Do you not use tilt stick? Because if you don't use tilt stick, then that makes sense. But if you're playing K. Rool, I think you should always be using tilt stick. I don't think there's any like... Okay. Yeah. Yeah. F smash is bad. F smash is just a bad move. Good down air. Good dash attack reaction for the tech chase. Yeah. You should do the inputs by habit. That's fair. I would try to get, if that's what you do, I would try to get used to using tilt stick to you for all your tilt attacks. One thing you want to explain. Explain away. Is it got to be why that F smash is so bad? I mean, that would have worked fine if he didn't have Arsene. I mean, you would have filled up his gauge a lot, but he thought the blind spot wouldn't make it hit. I don't necessarily understand how much. All right, so if your opponent's recovering and you think and you're like buffering a smash, and like you're like charging a smash attack, you can charge smash attacks for up to 3 seconds in neutral. So like if you're like, okay, they're gonna land with a counter, be like, okay, I'm gonna charge this F smash like way too long and just like hit them. So like even if you think that's what they're gonna do, just like mix up, like delay your timing a little bit. That's like a very simple thing to fix. Yeah. Yeah. Run off back air against characters with bad recoveries. So good. So good. Like, if you realize they have a bad recovery, just go for it. Like, what do you have to lose? Like, you're giving up a little bit of stage advantage. You're giving up a little bit of stage control to, like, get in a better move. This was definitely better. It still feels like you're, like, kind of, like, just, like, committing to options in neutral. And you had a couple of weird dash attacks in neutral. But this was like significantly better. Like you spaced your blunderbusses a lot better, and just overall, it seemed like you had like a better sense of space. I don't know if that's necessarily because you're more comfortable on like a stage like Battlefield and you're like more comfortable with platform play and like playing on FD is like weird for you, which is a thing. Like some people don't like some people struggle without platforms. Half of them was mostly run up F tilt. F tilt's busted, so just like F tilt is fine. Like F tilt's fine to throw out, but like when you did like the forward air into the nair, like stuff like that is gonna get you like comboed a lot of time. Fighting Yoshi on no plats is weird. Yeah, that's true. So my biggest comment for you, Merc, is just like be more patient. Like K. Rool is a slow character. His frame data is not great, but he has like when you're able to like put yourself in a situation of advantage, like you just start going off, right? So you're not gonna get that by just like putting out options in neutral. Just like even if you're gonna play aggressive, like I said, you gotta play slow. You gotta play patient. You gotta like evaluate what your opponent is doing, think about their options, and then like move in once you have a better idea of how they play neutral. So like for example, like look at Pikachu. Like Pikachu is what ESAM calls a set play character, where it's like, all right, there's one thing this character does, and that's all they're gonna go for. Or like Luigi. Like Luigi's always just gonna try to grab you at 0 so you can 0 to death you, right? So it's like, okay, when I'm playing against Luigi, he's gonna try to grab me to 0 to death me. How do I get around that? So like playing patiently and like realizing what your opponent's habits are is gonna get you so much further in the long run. Yeah, Pikachu's like game plan in neutral is almost always lightning loops. Like if Pikachu's almost always gonna go for lightning loops. The reason why Pikachu's so good is because Pikachu's really good at getting lightning loops, and T-Jolt in neutral is just not fair. Like T-Jolt is like everything you want in a projectile, and it's an approaching tool, and it's like, yeah, Pikachu has spam Thunder Jolt and loop. Like that's it. If you ever like go watch like ESAM sets, and you will like notice that what ESAM is doing most of the time is he's using Thunder T-Jolt in neutral, or he's going like approaching with lightning loops. That's all he does. That's because that's all the character is. And like anyone who says otherwise is just wrong. Like the best Pikachu like is admitted that Pikachu does one thing. So like if you're playing against a character like that, or you're playing against a player who has like really obvious habits, you should like hone in on that, and then like if you're gonna play aggressively, capitalize on it. Yeah. No, Pikachu and Pichu are very different. Like they play very differently. Like Pichu still has lightning loops, but Pichu's combo game like functions differently, and Pichu has a little bit more options, but like they're not as safe, and that's why Pichu is worse. And Pichu also dies at 60, whereas Pikachu dies at 70 because Pichu is slightly heavier. Merc, do you have any questions for me as far as like anything I've said? Because I'd love if there's anything specific I said you need more clarification on, I'd be more than happy. If not, I'm going to move on to another thing. Pikachu mains. Wow, you just gonna call out ESAM like that, aren't you, Plague? Just call him out. End his career. One, is it bad to go for crown stuff like crown fair stuff? No. Crown is not K. Rool's best neutral tool, but it's one of his best neutral tools. Like crown, there's so much crown tech that crown is so integral to K. Rool's play style that it's okay to go for crown stuff like a majority of the time. No K. Rool ever worth their snuff will ever make fun of you for going for crown stuff in neutral, because that's just like that's such a big thing for us. How would you say you play exactly like in detail? So what I notice is you tend, how do I want to say this? You're a very aggressive player. You like to play aggressively, and that's fine. That's fine. There's nothing inherently wrong with wanting to play aggressively. You tend to not. You don't like to go for defensive options. Like, you don't like to stand in shield and neutral. You don't like to use a lot of spot dodges or dodge rolls, and that's not objectively the worst thing to do. But with K. Rool, you are hindering yourself somewhat. Yeah, you try to skip neutral. You play K. Rool like you're in a continual state of advantage. You play the game like you're in a continual state of advantage rather than trying to figure out your opponent. K. Rool's neutral game is so based on hard reads that you're better off throwing out projectiles and standing in shield and going for grabs than you are going for these really aggressive aerials, or even forward tilt is a decently aggressive option if you're not spacing it correctly or getting your read on your opponent correctly. You thought you were too centric on neutral? No, you play like you're in advantage. If you noticed, whenever you got into advantage, you did fine. When you were in an advantage, if you had stage control, you did great. You got great blunderbuss setups. You got really decent. You got decent aerial reads. Even that on that second stock when you're trying to go for the back air, if you just spaced that a little better, he would have easily died. Your advantage is pretty decent as a player. You know what you're doing, but you just always play like you're in advantage. You gotta slow down. You gotta slow down your neutral game. That is the biggest piece of advice I can give you. Because K. Rool just does not have the tools to play a really fast neutral. Get used to standing in shield. Get used to using the crown setups, all that stuff. I guess that's the only reason people think I'm good then. No, I don't think that's the only reason people think you're good. You have you did some decent things. You did some decent things in these games. But you're so you're really good at pushing advantage. Your disadvantage is okay. And it's hard to judge someone's disadvantage when they play K. Rool because K. Rool's disadvantage is bad. K. Rool's disadvantage is so bad. And you only have so many options. Your disadvantage was fine. Your neutral is definitely what needs the most work, if I'm being honest. So when you sit down to do friendlies or play online next, I would just think about what K. Rool's best options in neutral are. I like to go for jabs. I like to go for forward tilts, anti-airs with up tilt, shields and standing in shield and shield grabs are always good. And then just especially the beginning of the match, just playing slow and patient and seeing what your opponent's up to. That's the best thing you can do for yourself. Yeah, K. Rool's disadvantage is one of the worst in the game. And no one can convince me otherwise. If you made a tier list of characters' disadvantage states, K. Rool would probably be bottom 10 easily. The only reason people ever thought K. Rool's disadvantage was good was because of the disjoint on his propeller pack. That's the only good thing K. Rool has going for him at disadvantage. And if you want to beat that, okay, you go around him and you hit him from the side. And that's all you have to do. You beat him and you beat his disadvantage. His only option. So, there you go. It's ooh, wow, propeller pack can hit people through the stage. And it's well, that doesn't matter most of the time if you have any idea of how to play against this character. You just play slower and keep the moves I might. Yeah. Be very deliberate about your options in neutral. Because K. Rool because some of your moves are so high commitment, the more the smarter you are about your options and the more patient you are, that makes you all the better of a K. Rool player in neutral. So yeah, that's all. That's what I got for you, my man. You have any other questions? Because if not, I should probably move on to Sketch because he's been waiting. K. Rool's not OP because once you know the bag of tricks, yeah. K. Rool is a gimmicky character, and like you have to not play him like a gimmick for him to be good. That's it. If you don't play him as a gimmicky character, you're good. You'll be fine. But if you play him like the gimmick super armor stuff, he's trash. All right, Sketch, are you still here? Let's do some Sketch matches. Sketch, can you? Oh yeah, we should skip this one. Oh, that may why? Why do you want to sketch this one? Why do you want to skip this one, Sketch? Yeah, what do you want? What's up, Merc? Utopian Ray, Mario and Ike. Talking about this one? Is this the one you're talking about? Is it okay if you send VODs of Ganon and Chrom at some point? Sure. I'm okay with... I am willing to review VODs of any character. Just keep in mind that if it's a character I'm not super familiar with, I can only give his options. I can only give like most of my opinions will be based on like what you do in situations and not necessarily like the highly detailed feedback I can give about K. Rool. Because like I have so much K. Rool experience and like such a good understanding of K. Rool that like I can give better K. Rool feedback than like most people can. Like even though like I'm not the best player, like I like my like understanding of the game is like really good. It's just strong. Yeah, I can totally give you like feedback on like how you play through neutral and all that stuff. And sometimes you just need sometimes you just need someone to like point things out. It's like hey this. That's weird. This is weird. Fix this. You know, that's all you need. That's all most people need. It's just very basic coaching things. All right, Sketch. Let's see what you got. Thank you for sending me this recording of a television. I really appreciate it. A lot. Anyways. So Ridley. Huh. Alright. I know a little bit about Ridley, but not a ton. The main thing I know about Ridley is Nair. Nair good. Nair good move. Nair is like Cloud 4 or Cloud 4. Cloud 4. Let's just call the game Cloud 4. Nair is like Cloud 4, where you just spam Nair because that move was nutty in Smash 4. Yeah. Alright, so and Ike is literally just like the epitome of like put you in the air and juggle you to 100. So I'm interested to see this. I also know that Ridley also has a very bad disadvantage because instead of giving him the options like Firefox, where he gets to recover with any angle he likes, they're like, he gets this, and then down. You can recover down. It's like, oh, cool. I'm glad I can't recover side to side. That makes sense. I can't recover left or right. I can only go downward left or upward left. Thanks.
Swim to swim.
Wow, I'm gonna have to like censor this. It's like not appropriate. I don't want faces on my stream. This is the only face on this stream. This is the best face on the stream. How dare you? You didn't warn me about this.
Take two. He has time. Hit him with knees. Okay.
I'm assuming this is a game 1. So the first thing I want to know is how we got to this stage, Sketch. I'm not super familiar with Ridley, so I want to know, first, was this your pick or his pick? And second, why are we on Smashville? Oh, so I just want to know about your stage selection. Was this your stage selection or was this his stage selection? And like, what was your thought process behind this starter? I'm always interested. Was this a double blinds pick where you didn't know what he was playing before you picked the stage, or did you already have character information? Blind pick? Okay. So he probably got a little bit of advantage. I'm assuming that as Ridley, you probably banned FD. Alright, so what were your starters? Yeah, VODs with the camera always make me sad. What are your starters? I don't know what your region's starters are. Because every region is different. My region starters are Lilat, Battlefield, Smashville, Hazards On, Final Destination, and Pokemon Stadium 1. So obviously Smashville is one of your starters. What are your other starters? Battlefield, FD, PS2, Smashville, Kalos. Okay. Kalos is basically the worst starter I've ever heard of. That's fine, I guess. What the I'm sorry. So first of all, let me apologize that you play in a region that has Kalos as a starter. Because that sucks a lot. Basically, you have 2 FDs in your starters, and that's basically the worst thing you could ever do to a human being. Anyways, so I'm assuming your bans were probably FD Kalos, because first of all, who the fuck ever wants to go to Kalos? I would never want to go there. But and I'm assuming FD because Ridley has decent platform mobility. And then he probably banned who do I think is a good secondary for K. Rool? Depends on what matchups you care about. If there's a handful of particularly problematic matchups you can think of that you want to cover the best, that's where you should think. Yeah, Roy and Crom are decent. They have good matchup spread. Snake is good for rats. Yeah, Snake is just good. Period. Always. Snake is never bad. Snake is never a bad character. We should really focus on the match. There's Zootopia Ray. Which one's with Zootopia Ray? I thought you said this was it. Was it this one? Oh, okay. I thought you said he was Ike Mario. I'm sorry. I totally thought that was the right one. Snake is okay. Hot take. Is Ganon, Crom, and maybe Olimar good secondaries for Rool in a way? Yeah, I'd say that's a fine spread. If you did if your mains were K. Rool, Crom, and then you had secondary Ganon, Olimar, that'd probably be a fine matchup spread. Match versus Ike, and one is versus Mario. Okay, so this is the match we'll watch. So you're on FD, already well, you know what? Actually, FD is not an awful way to start here because the fact that both of these characters are somewhat reliant on their aerial game and neither of them have access to platforms, this is probably a decent starter for y'all. Who's ready for the pain and suffering of this game? Well, yeah, Palutena and Ridley not really a good matchup because it turns out that Palutena and Nair are just better than Ridley Nair. And this is Super Smash Bros. Nair. And I'm not really... I wish I was joking about that, but I'm really not. I would switch Crom to being your co-main and then put Ganon as a secondary. And then just cut the Cloud off entirely. Anyways, here we go.
Sketch.
All right.
Anyway, FD, please don't get nared. Don't do it.
Two,
I will,
got
I
nared.
will,
He did it.
I willed it into
four,
existence. He
five.
is not. You gotta hold.
5 nairs. I mean, there's nothing you can do against that. That's just fucking. That's Palutena. Welcome to Smash Ultimate.
Out, man. What are you doing? He got 5.
That was a. I'm gonna assume that was an accident. You meant to recover the ledge there. Ray is also merciless about it because he pulls back when he does it. Yeah. Palutena nair. Move is like so dumb.
Oh no. Oh no.
Damage.
Back throw. Yep.
Why the hell would you start on FD?
Good tech
How did
though.
this happen? How did you let this happen?
Yeah, starting on FT feels really bad, especially for Ridley, who like loves platform play. I'm kind of surprised you didn't ban this. I'm surprised your bans weren't FT Kalos, because like, don't know where else you would go. Even Smashville feels better. I feel like Smashville has to be better for you than this, right? Like Palutena gets platform extensions, but so do you. Look, Palu just sucks to fight in general. Like you're better off picking a better stage for yourself than trying to counterpick Palu as a starter. Like you're not like any stage you take Palu to as a starter is not gonna like inherently whatever. So you're better off just going for a more advantageous stage for Ridley rather than thinking about okay where can I take Palu? Because like even with platform extensions with the aerial combos, like she's just gonna nair you 5 or 6 times into an up air anyways. Imagine being brought up by a loving family only to become a... Yeah, Palutena mains, man. Yeah, I just you're not gonna beat Palu with a stage choice in game 1. It's just not gonna happen. So I'd say I would just be like, okay, I know he's playing Palu. If you knew he was playing Palu, if you didn't, that's fine. But like, especially if you're going in with a double blinds pick and like neither of you know which characters you're playing, you're always if you get the pick of the stage, or like when you're thinking about your bans, you're always just better off thinking about what stage is more advantageous for yourself rather than like what is my opponent gonna be do. Especially in a matchup like this where like most of your opponent's combos are just already there, regardless of where you go. Like platform extensions suck, but like hurting yourself by like refusing your own ability to get your own platform extensions equally bad. So it's okay to take yourself to a slightly less advantageous stage, even if it gives your opponent a little bit of advantage, as long as it's better for you. Because from what I've seen from Ridley does a lot of really good platform play, and like starting on FT just seems really rough. Or FT 2.0, aka Kalos. That's my opinion, but like, I'm sure people would back me up on that. Also, I'm gonna assume that recovery was a mistake and that you meant to snap the ledge and not recover aggressively there.
I don't know I don't know who struck what.
But like, why?
Palutena doing Palutena things. You don't have like a good approaching tool around auto critical or explosive flame. Yeah, I assumed it was a mistake. I mean, to be fair, Ridley's angles suck. What was actually a mistake was designing Ridley's recovery. Like, why is he locked so hard into those angles? Why doesn't he get, like, any amount of manipulation? I like this neutral B, though. This is a good neutral B. You're trying to take back a little space in neutral. This is a good option. And, like, you snuffed out his approach, which is always good. Yes, please give Ridley angles. That would be... literally, the best buff they could give to Ridley would just be allow him to recover directly left and right. Like, don't force... or, like, fix the downward angles on his downward left and his downward right. They're so bad. They're so bad. Anyways. Sorry about that. That was just...
Anyway, he's working.
It's a good neutral. Just playing a little bit in there, a little bit of spacing.
Just please don't jump anymore.
Down
don't
tilt.
get nared.
Yeah, down tilt. That seemed like a slow read where like you went for a down tilt when your opponent was already in the air. Or if they insist on giving him 4 angles, give him my startup invincibility and reduce the knockback so you don't get nuked by counters in 20. Yep. 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 Yeah, there's a lot of things they need to do to fix Ridley's recovery. I don't think Ridley's a bad character. I think Ridley's a fine character, but his recovery is like just absolute trash. And I don't know why they made it so bad.
Yo.
Good up air through the stage.
Oh, get grabbed.
What was that mash? Holy crap, he mashed out of that immediately. He was at 40. He wasn't even at 0. I need a second. You can do that easily? I didn't think you could mash out a Space Pirate Rush that quickly. But of course you got the jab after it, which is like good. Like players that don't know how to play against Ridley don't know that you can mash out down through up tilt to 190. Oh, yeah, you've seen my like cocaine mashing plague. Like you know that I like go nuts on the controller. Here, hold on. Let me give you guys a mashing demonstration. Give me a second. Let me go get my controller. Okay. This is how you properly mash in Smash Ultimate. You take your controller, you see this, and you literally go just as quickly as humanly possible. That's all you have to do. Just like hand on buttons and go. That's it. That's all you gotta do. You're probably gonna buffer something. You're probably gonna look like an idiot, but you're gonna mash so fast that you're gonna impress everyone. That's all you have to just. There you go. There's your mashing tutorial. That's your main tutorial for the night. Feel free to clip that and share that with. Please share that with everyone so that they understand how you mash in this game. Anyways, so you got the jab out of grab, which is good because people that out of the Spice Power Rush, because people don't know that like the best reaction to have out of Space Power Rush is that they're really most of the time just gonna go for jab. So like your best option is to jump away. So people that aren't matchup experienced are always gonna fall for this.
Okay.
I don't know why you didn't go for rapid jab. Going for jab 3 there instead of rapid jab feels weird, but I guess you figured you'd put him off the stage, so.
Yo, Sketch is working.
Good down tilt, going for a 2-frame. I respect that a lot.
Alright.
I guess that was forward tilt, downward angle forward tilt, not down tilt, but still.
Explosive flame, yeah, you're done.
Nothing you could have done about that other than air dodged. I'm pretty sure even if you air dodged there, you still would have been caught by it because you would have been in the same space and the explosive flame just lasts forever. Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm going to say this is your fault because most Palos are always going to go for the explosive flame off of the ledge because it's such an unga bunga thing to do. So, like, if they're just standing here and they're like, so if the Palutena is not standing at ledge, if they're like if it looks like they're not positioning themselves for an air dodge, we think of pocketing Lucas. Pocketing Lucas is fine. Lucas is like not the best character, but like pocketing Lucas is fine. So Palutena, if she's standing immediately on the ledge, she's probably gonna go for a ledge guard, right? Like she's probably gonna jump off and go for like a forward air or an air or whatever. If she's standing like anywhere like we're not remotely close to the ledge, she's gonna be going for explosive flame because it's unga bunga and it's easy. So just like retreat with like since Ridley has like a couple extra jumps, just like retreat like slowly, come down here, come under the stage, retreat. She does like Palutena does not have a lot of good options as far as like two framing. Like she's probably gonna like try to explosive flame this space, and that's not really gonna do much. She doesn't have a lot of options to like punish you for like going low. So this is fine. It would be fine.
That's the Ray Classic. That is definitely the Ray Classic.
Yeah, Ray is like the only person who does the.
He lives and dies
Two,
by his side.
three.
He's the only one that does
Four.
explosive flame.
Oh,
when
only
it's, like,
four that time.
appropriate.
Is it eating your link? I don't know. Let me. Hold on. Hold on. I can fix this. Shit. Mod settings. Off. Try again. Try now. Try posting it again. Should work this time. That should have fixed it. Huh. I don't know. Post it in Discord. I'm sure it'll work fine in Discord. Dope. All right. Anyways, back to the match. You got nared 4 times, and there was nothing you could do about it because Palutena is stupid.
When I see the Palos do that point blank explosion, I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
Good up tilt. Good up tilt in there. Like, she's above you. Up tilt's just like a decent option. And up tilt's like almost always a decent anti-air. Especially Ridley's because it covers so much space.
Literally a Ryu shooting a point blank fireball.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna comment on that. You know you should have S smashed there.
That's literally all it is, bro.
Never mind.
You're just like I'm just
Really, up tilt is a great anti-air. Oh, it's great. It's even better than K rules. Like it's not as fast as K rules, but it's just a really good move. I'm gonna assume that F smash was an accident. If Utopian Ray is as good as the player as you're saying he is, he's not gonna fall for that. Come on, man.
it's like I'm just trying to get hit, bro. I'm just
All right, nice command grab. Raise off stage. What are you gonna do? Oh, you should have held that nair for later.
I actually like the nair. Like even though they say you should have held it for later, I actually think it was fine. You thought you just figured she was gonna he was gonna recover more aggressively, so you just went for it earlier. That's fine.
wow.
What a hitbox.
The thing I hate, the bad thing about commentary is that commentary is always like 20/20 hindsight, right? Because they're commentating on things after they happen, and you're like you're reacting to shit. So like commentators are always gonna be a little biased about how people approach things. So like whenever you do like your own VOD analysis, just turn the commentators off, because like commentators are good if they have like a good character understanding and matchup knowledge, but like commentary gets bad if the commentators are biased towards a specific player, or if like they're like a shoutcaster where they're like more like entertainment based. That's fine. Like commentary objectively is for the viewers, right? Like commentary is like for the people watching on Twitch or wherever. So like when you're doing VOD review, like just turn them off. It's not necessary. You don't need to hear what they're saying.
I've never been hit by that. So that's
Fine up air. You probably thought she's gonna recover more aggressively again.
Timing for punishing ledge options really is kind of off. I know really can definitely do.
I don't. So why are you F smashing so much in neutral? Like F smash is like F smash isn't like a bad move on Ridley, but it's very telegraphed. It's a drug. Yeah, it's a good move. It's not a bad move. Expecting an aggressive option? Yeah, but this is the third time that you've yes, you're expecting an aggressive option. Every other time you expected an aggressive option, has it worked? You went for the nair, which the nair would have worked if you went for an aggressive option. The up air also would have worked if you went for an aggressive option. and the first F smash you did in neutral would have worked if you went for an aggressive option. So that's 3 aggressive options you went for where you thought he was going to be aggressive and he wasn't, right? So like already you should be like, okay, he's playing slower and he's playing more defensively. So like these like going for those aggressive read options are not going to work. And that's stuff that's very hard to do in practice, but very important to realize in VOD analysis. Especially a high percentage of a commitment. Oh yeah. Yeah, you like and Paulo's gonna like easily be able to punish you like at that. Also, hi Nice. I don't think you've said anything so far. Are you the other one of the banjo mods that I worked with? Because if so, hi, welcome to the stream. But like you went for 3 different aggressive options. Hi. Oh, good to see you. How are you doing tonight? You went for 3 separate occasions of like thinking that he was gonna go for an aggressive option and none of them worked. At that point, there should be a little switch that flips in your head where it's like, oh, he's not going for aggressive options. He's going for very like slow defensive options. I can't go for these aggressive reads anymore. So just be aware of that. Like that's a hard thing that's like to do in practice, but like the better you get at realizing it in VODs, the easier it's gonna get to realize it in play. You know?
Like forward tilt to catch,
You currently made Ridley 2, by the way, so this helps a lot. Look, as I said, I will do VOD analysis of any character people send me. Just know that if I'm not an expert on most characters like I am with K-Rool, but I can give you at least like what I believe is fair feedback. Because like I'm really good at noticing things, but like as a player, I'm really good at like picking up on habits and stuff. But I'm really bad at implementing things to punish what I see. So that's where I struggle with as a player. But that means I'm good at VOD analysis. So this is good. This is good for me.
most get up options.
And again, really falls tragically tragic life of having a bad recovery, and there's not much you can do about it because the in lag that kept you from being able to snap to ledge there got you killed. Yep. Your other option there is you could have recovered again. You could have recovered low. So like against Paulo, I think it's okay to recover low. Like that the angle that I don't know how many jumps you had left. Hold on, let me see if I can figure out how many jumps you had.
Timing for punishing ledge options really is kind of off. I know really can definitely do some set play. Like he definitely has Nair and like
Air dodge.
Catch,
One.
get up options.
Yeah, you don't use one of your jumps. I would have liked to see you go lower. Should have been 1. Yeah, it looked like 1. So I would have liked to see you go recover lower and just go for like taking a better angle. Cause like that like taking that angle is what got you killed there.
But he's not timing it right. But Ray's just like running all over him. Don't get nared.
He's gonna get nair. Don't say that.
Please, bro. Almost. Okay.
Again, those F smashes. You keep thinking he's gonna go for aggressive. You mean straight up? Yes, I mean straight up, or even like up right or up left would have been better. I feel like probably would have like been more likely to get you on stage there.
That forward smash is 32.
Oh yeah,
No.
it's got
Oh.
all the.
It's all right. You got hit by the weak hit of the Nair, so it didn't matter. There is no up, left, right. Is there not? I thought there was one that was like that. Like there's like this and there's like this. It's like very marginal. Oh, well. See again. Nonetheless, straight up like recovering low and gone for a straight up there would have been better.
Is in the startup, right?
And I'm not. You also burned your air dodge really early, which is weird. Straight up, forward and slightly down, back and slightly up, down and slightly forward. Okay, good to know. So it's like this. It's like it's like lines. It's on graph paper. Sakurai like sat down with a piece of graph paper. Sakurai like got out a graphing calculator and like put in 2 functions. Is like, all right, these are Ridley's recovery angles. It's like y equals x plus 1 and y equals x. All right, put it in the game. That's perfect. This is just, I can't beat that. That's the best design we got. So, yeah. This is so bad. Yeah, these angles suck. Oh god. Look at this! Look at this! How is anyone ever expected to recover with these being their angles? What? What am I supposed to do with these? What? Just make him Fox. Just give him options. Please. This is sadism. This is bad. Anyways. Oh god.
Yeah, it's a Meta Knight.
Fine, up smash.
Alright, you started SDIing up. I like that. Yeah. Honestly.
Paul's just playing again. When you see him playing in neutral like this, where he's just like, okay, I'm just gonna sit on the ledge and not approach and like force Ridley to commit to something. I would even like to see like. If you see him go for auto reticle, you could. I feel like you probably have time to retreat and go for like a fire breath, right? Even if it's just like 1 or 2 fireballs, you probably like auto reticle is not the fastest move. It doesn't have a ton of end lag, but like it is fairly committal. And Ridley's like fast enough that you can probably like see he goes for it, dash out, fire up a couple fireballs, and then like get in some like of your own space of that neutral, right? So like. If he's just playing defensively on ledge, you just play defensively center. Like, Ridley is not necessarily a character that has to commit in neutral. And this is you also have that same issue like Merc, where it's like you feel like you have to commit, like go in to commit to something, but you really don't. Again, standing still, so overpowered. Like it's standing still in neutral puts so much fear in your opponent. They just don't know how to react to someone who isn't doing anything. So don't be afraid. You don't think you'd have time to retreat and get half a charge fireball or R comes out, but you could probably dodge the R article. Yeah.
This just kind of went south the minute he picked the stage, but
Fine, fair there. That was actually like the most aggressive recovery he's had all game. So that just means that Ray has like decent mix up.
nice tag. We're not out of it yet. 4 till point blank is gonna get you punished. No, dude. Is he done? Yeah, you're done. Yeah, really can't do like that.
Yeah. So okay. So like, fighting games is a lot about like mentality, right? Like fighting games is all about. Okay, so think about it this way. In a shooting game, like an FPS, you only have a couple options, right? Like you can aggressively pursue your opponent, or you can like play defensively in a position and like wait for them to come. In a fighting game, because like you don't always have view of where your opponent is, right? So either you need to like actively figuring out where your opponents are, or like defensively like trying to hide or whatever. In a fighting game, you always know exactly where your opponent is and exactly what your opponent is doing, right? Like you always get to see what they're up to. You always have perfect information of what they're doing, what they're going to do, all that stuff. So like mentally, and fighting games are fast. Like it's all about like fighting games. A lot of time is like there's like speed. Things aren't meant to be taken super slow. Like things can be slowed down, but it's not like fast. You know, it's fast. Like in general, like fighting like an average game of Smash only lasts 5 minutes, right? Like tops, like 3 to 5 minutes is an average match time, right? Average game time. This whole set takes 6 minutes, right? So fighting games are all about mentality. Like mentally, you have to be like smarter than your opponent. You have to understand. You have to like figure out what your opponent is doing and like capitalize on it as a player and as a character, right? So standing still, like if you're just standing, so like think about it this way. What is the most common thing people tend to do when like they're waiting for someone to commit to an option in neutral? There's like 2 choices most people use. They either stand and shield or they dash dance, right? So either I'm going to commit to an option and like, or I'm going to commit to holding my shield and like standing here and waiting for you to make a choice, or like come grab, like approach me for a grab or whatever, or I'm going to dash dance to like psych you out. But if you literally just don't push any buttons and just like let your character sit, that means you could do anything. you're not committing to anything. You're not dash dancing, so like you're not caught in a dash animation. You're not in shield, so you're not like thinking like trying to bite your opponent to a grab. If you're just standing still, you could literally do any option out of that. Even dash dance limits the amount of options you have, right? It's like, all right, if I'm there dash dancing, they're probably gonna look at doing like a short hop forward air, a short hop nair, a forward tilt, a dash attack, or something along those lines, right? Like they're probably not gonna go into shield unless I'm like super aggressive in the way I approach, but they could. So like by just letting yourself stand still and not committing to anything and not letting in on your opponent, like that is you're mentally instilling something in your opponent that they're not going to be familiar with, and they're not going to know how to capitalize on it, right? So that's what you should, like, standing still is OP because so many, like, almost so few people do it that your opponent's not going to know how to react to you when you do it in neutral. Like, I'm not saying stand still for, like, a long time, right? Like, I'm just saying stand still for, like, 1-2 seconds tops and, like, wait to see what your opponent does to that. Maybe helps the pivot grab. It's not even about like it's not even about like helping with a specific option. It's literally just about psyching out your opponent. It's a mentality thing. Because fighting games are so much about like outside of the mechanical skill, there's a lot of like mental stuff that goes on, right? Like mind games. Like esports in general, there's a lot of mind games that happen. So like doing things that might psych out your opponent are always like a plus. So don't be afraid to just stand in neutral and not commit to anything and just see how your opponent reacts, because like so few people are willing to just stand still and not doing anything that your opponent might not know how to approach that situation. So that's why like doing nothing is, that's what I mean by like doing nothing is OP. You tend to buy into mind games pretty quick in favor of reckless abandon too much. Yeah, it's the same. That is like something that like a newer players fall into a lot. Is like, so when Smash Ultimate first came out, everyone was like, dude, aggressive play is the thing. Like aggressive play is just like how this game is gonna go. And I was like, just give people like 3 months to figure out the best defensive options, and defensive play will take over again. Like if you look at the lifespan of Smash 4, obviously like before Bayonetta came out and ruined everything, like it was all about defensive play, right? It just sounds ridiculous that of all things you could do doing action. Yeah, it's weird. It's super weird. You would not think that like doing nothing is a good option, but it not only is an option you can do, it's an option you should always consider. So yeah. Anyways, let's get back to the VOD.
Yeah, like isn't he one of those?
He only does cardinal directions?
Yeah, like literally, just, that's it.
No.
Palutena sucks. Alright, so he struck. Oh no. No, every character can stand still on neutral, and it's fine. Okay, so he struck Smashville and Unova, and you took him to Kalos. So, what is your thought process between taking him to Kalos here? If he didn't strike Unova, that was going to be your pick? Is it because of the biplats? Because if you want a biplats, you should be going to PS1. Or even Town and City. Kalos was your pick because you wanted the walls for Link bomb recovery. Oh, so you switched to Link here. Okay. I don't know a lot about Link, so I'm just going to assume that's a smart stage pick and move on with my life. If you were staying Ridley, I probably would have liked to see you go to walls on you. Yeah, they mess with Paulo teleports, but like a good player is gonna know better than to recover. Like a good Paulo is never gonna like isn't gonna like consistently SD right on Unova. Like they're aware that it's gonna be a thing. And if that's what you're going for, that can still happen to Paulo on both of the Animal Crossing stages as well. So if you're just looking to like try to cheese him a little bit and get some free SDs, like I think Town and City also would have been a fine option here.
Did he pick Ridley again?
Plus, like on Town and City, like you also get the benefit of like not always giving Paolo the platforms. Plus, but still having access to them sometimes.
No, wait. Oh, okay. I like this pick a lot more. Kalos is basically FD again, though. Pretty much. Right?
Kalos is basically FD again.
Mean, it being a pillar stage.
There's being a pillar stage makes a little bit of a difference, and the platforms make a little bit of difference, but that's basically it.
Stage is going to be pretty different. Also,
In neutral, the stage is FD. Damn it. You don't like Unova because because the wall doesn't give space to drift below for up B. Yeah, but he switched to Link, so I understand why he changed. That makes a little more sense.
I honestly don't.
Bro, this shit
know
literally
stage
looks like
well enough.
What frame does Boomerang come out on? Does anyone know? Does anyone know what frame Boomerang comes out on? 17? Holy shit, that's really slow. Yeah, same deal with K-Rool Blunderbuss. You probably shouldn't be throwing that out when your opponent's is like right up in your face. 8 to 18? If 17's right, you should almost never be going for Boomerang when your opponent is like closed in on you. Because you're gonna eat something.
That's right.
And at least Crownering has heavy armor on it that people have a hard time breaking through with most moves. If your opponent sees that you're throwing out Boomerang, you're probably just fucked. But maybe it was a misinput.
I mean,
I don't think it was though.
it being a pillar stage is going to be pretty different. Also, the platforms. I honestly don't
Bro, this shit
know
literally
stage
looks like
well
FD
enough,
to me.
except for nah, dude. Those platforms are OD.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
It's 27? Holy crap, that's awful. Like, Blunderbuss is almost faster than that. Yeah, I hate that. Crown is 26. Yeah, Crown is 26. And I'm pretty sure Blunderbuss is like 30 or somewhere between 30 and 35. Ugh. 27? Jeez. That's rough. Yeah, I would not be using that option. Main thing I'm noticing right now, yeah, Blunderbuss is 30. That's what I thought. Immediately off the bat, it looks like you're struggling a little bit with item play. I'm not sure if that's a matter of Utopian having like a good knowledge of the Link matchup, or it's just because like I don't know how familiar you are with like item setups. But like you haven't even pulled out a bomb here, right? Like you're not occupying any space with your bomb. Your Link was a little rusty. Yeah, it kind of looks like it. Like you're not occupying bomb is like such a good tool for regular Link to occupy space. You main tank and force, so you're fine with that. I'm sure. The issue with that is that I think the way remote bomb functions in this game makes like Link such an interesting character, because you can almost play him like a trapper in a way where you get to occupy space with bomb and like block that off a little bit, because like the frames on like bomb activation are like pretty decent. Still something you're adjusted to? Yeah, I can tell. Like you're not really even playing with them in like the beginning of this neutral here.
Well, I mean, like I'm training.
Dash
man.
attack, yep.
Like, thanks for hanging out.
Went for the
Yeah,
spike.
you definitely need those.
Does F tilt 2 frame? I don't think Link's F tilt 2 frames, does it? It does? That's surprising. Okay, so that's fine. Yeah, you just gotta be more careful about reading his recovery.
But I'm saying like
Yeah.
like mid range and mid
I
screen.
mean, yeah,
like,
you can
it's-
definitely
Forward
treat
throw.
it like FD, 100%.
Yeah, I think your bomb plays like biggest thing I'm noticing immediately is like your bomb placements could probably use a little work. The forward throw into the arrow was cute, but I would have liked to see you go for be a little bit more aggressive at the ledge, especially with your trapping options on this stage. I would like put your bomb on this platform and take that option away from them, right? Like, what are they like? If you take this platform away and they're like, okay, and you're like ledge guarding here, they can't like retreat here, right? So you're like already occupying like extra space that they can, like you're taking away one of their options. Even if they're like committing into like, okay, well because they have this bomb here, I'm just gonna, and I want to get on this platform, I'm gonna like jump up air the bomb and then like go in. right? So like, but then you get to punish that because like, okay, well they took time away from like attacking me and getting back onto stage that to hit that bomb. Then I get a free punish, or I get to like to keep stage control for free.
You know, in fact, it probably is like.
I see what you're going for there with like the nair, like trying to hit the bomb into her though.
Still kind of an FD plus because you can make
Good down air.
If you have a linear recovery.
I don't know like if you could capitalize on that, but I feel like you probably could fast fall into another option.
You can mix up at the part where you need to.
That was a really good counter from her. But like that was a really good counter from the Palu, but like just didn't matter. If she really wanted to go for that option, she should have gone further out.
Cover the most.
So it was smart of you to recover so quickly, so you didn't get hit by that. So good props on that.
Yeah, you know, at the edges.
All right, Sketch is fighting a good.
Good shield.
This league is definitely doing a much better.
Yeah, the
job
bomb play like here is a lot better.
than Ridley. Nice up tilt.
Yeah, that was a little weird, but I'll give you some. I'll give you some leniency there because you said your bomb play was a little rusty.
He just has to stay solid, man. That's it. Forward air, almost.
That was some good pressure. That up B was a little risky. I think, like if this was FD, I think that up B would have been a much better option, like a much better option. But the fact that like, if that up B, oh, it was a misinput. Okay, yeah, all right. But I mean, it would have been fine on FD. But the fact that she had platforms to retreat to is like makes it a little worse.
What's that about? That got him killed. What's that OP about, man? All right, back air. Bomb.
I would look up some of the bomb throw chain combos. Even though they patched the held item attack out, I'm pretty sure Link still has like decent like bomb throw combos, especially at lower percents or at like most percents.
No. Is he gonna make us watch our favorite movie again? Is it time for the nair?
That was decent. Got up tilt.
Okay. Down throw fair dash sack. He tried it. Sketch is hanging on, man. He's actually not doing that bad.
Actually, a lot of his chases are good. He does just practicing crossing. Okay. A lot of his chases were honestly like pretty decent and neutral. Like it seemed like you kind of you didn't. I didn't see you commit to anything here. Like you did. Okay. So you went for a lot of options, right? Like you went for a lot of like decently aggressive options. Like you didn't just want to like stand around and shoot, and that's fine. And that works well. Like when you have a better idea of what your opponent is going to be doing, and like you can like chase them down a little bit, right? So like I think like this. So like Merc, this is what I was talking about. This is like a good example. It's like, okay, well I have a better understanding of my opponent's game plan now. So now I can like make those aggressive choices that are like gonna give me a little bit edge. So like you did a lot of good chasing here. Like the up air was really good, and like your movement through the air and neutral was honestly really solid. I think you were getting like at this point you're like getting a little bit of a better understanding about what Ray was doing, and like you're starting to adapt some. And like you just got a little outbrains in this like neutral exchange.
He's still in it.
Yeah, he gets to take advantage of the fact that like he's probably.
That was clean. It's a shame that didn't kill.
He's a heavy boy, so but now he's not nearly as big as Ridley, so that probably helps a lot. Oh.
I don't. What is?
That was that an misinput? Because that one didn't feel like a misinput. That one felt like you went for a really hard commitment. This ain't no me sword fighter. That one's supposed to be a confirm. Well, let me watch this again.
He's a heavy boy, so but now he's not nearly as big as Ridley, so that probably helps a lot.
I don't. What is up?
That was, yeah. Maybe it doesn't confirm at that percent. Maybe she was like out of range. That didn't look like a confirm. She wasn't like anywhere near being in hit stun. You think you're playing me sword fighter here? Me sword fighter has a confirm into up B. Is it because Boomerang was thrown while station? Yeah. Gotta be careful with your kill confirms. Yeah, you gotta be careful. Because if you do it wrong, you die. Like, you're gonna die here.
A beast about, bro. This risk assessment is not paying off.
It's like when you really want to kill him because he's at 160.
Yeah, he's definitely just
That up smash very much felt like a panic option.
feeding for kills.
It's like a very fishy option.
Like I don't like this.
Good up
It's
tilt.
like just wait for the kill to happen like that, where you're just able to just do an offhanded kill with just up tilt, you know?
Saw point blank boomerang connect to your muscle memory. Yeah, you just gotta be careful.
So it's like, oh,
Don't be afraid to like even on your kill confirms. Like even with K Rool's like down smash kill confirms, I still like assess the situation a little bit.
dodge the grab. Good.
Like I know Link up B.
Muscle, honestly, in this game, unless you're doing something like lightning loops or like chain combos, muscle memory is your worst enemy. It's worst enemy. It really is. Because like the second that you start to like fall into habits, you start like better players are always gonna beat you, right? Because they're gonna know exactly what your habits are, they're gonna know how to punish them, and you're gonna lose. So always be careful of that.
It's extremely strong, but you still shouldn't just
Time and place.
Like, yeah,
Time and place.
Absolutely. All right, he's
This is all
fine,
good.
though. Link does damage, man. All you gotta do is get the right confirms.
Oh yeah. What was
Roll,
it?
yeah,
Was it
roll.
back air?
You misspaced your roll a little bit there. You probably thought you were gonna get behind her. Just be careful of your spacing with your defense. Even like with your defensive options in neutral, you should be really careful about spacing.
Is forever.
I like that. I actually really like that boomerang angle there.
Back throw. Oh, he tried it. Not yet, though. Alright, Ray's definitely looking to close this out. But Sketch is not giving it to him. What?
It was a really risky F smash, but I actually think that was I think was a fine commitment because if he didn't shield there, I think he would have died. And shield was really his only option at that point. So like I think that was a fine choice.
I would have did it again.
Not great, not a great choice, but not like not gonna get you killed. Like he didn't have a way to punish that. And even with the shield, like he wasn't able to get like a great punish out of it, right? Like he would have only been able to punish that there if he got in a parry on the last hit, which is super risky because it would have killed him if he didn't.
You have grabbed in your face. Come on, Sketch.
Good weight on the explosive flame.
Yo, Ray keeps whipping grab and Sketch's face, and he's not doing anything about it. Oh no. His reaction time might not be that good, maybe. Alright. Okay.
All right.
Nice, that was
That's what I
good.
talking about that first hit back air.
And
He
the
did it
up
kind of
smash,
slow, but it worked out.
Yeah. But I mean, it's definitely a lot weaker than
Good
that
grab.
movie. It's not killing Paolo at like 110, right?
The up smash, yeah. That was pretty crazy.
That's literally just has
Hot take, I don't like in the same way I don't like it like K. Rool Nair is an awful landing option. Link Dare is an awful landing option. Cause you like that move is so high commitment that if your opponent just like sees it and like just moves a little bit to the left or the right, and you're gonna eat a punish really hard, especially with Paolo where she could just up smash you for free, right? Dare on any of the links is like literally yeah yeah. Literally every link is always like I'm gonna down air because it's so good in my like when I'm falling. You know your opponent likes to be aggressive. Up air is literally solid. Yeah, but even like so like even my issue with that is like even if Ray had gone for the up air and it had connected, like what are you gaining out of that, right? Like you get a little bit. I don't think it would have killed, right? Like you would have spiked him, and you like probably would have got a little bit of stage control back. But like it's so high risk because if he doesn't go for the up air, you're gonna eat a punish, right? Like a really hard punish too. So I don't know. I would just be a little, especially because like how much like there was a lot of distance between you guys, right? Like
Yeah.
look.
That was pretty crazy.
So like you started the downer like right here, right? And he looks so like the downer would have been fine if there was like less space here, right? Like look how far away you are from him. Like you're giving Ray all this time to react to what you're doing, right? So like he went for a short hop here. He's not throwing on air. He's not doing a short hop arrow. He's just doing a tomahawk, right? He's just doing a short hop and neutral. He's just baiting out what you see where you're reacting. You're down airing way up here. Like you're like even if he went for a double jump for the up air, after this first short hop and he's seeing a move coming out, he can just like, oh, I'm just not gonna commit, right? Like if this wasn't as large of a gap, this would be fine. Like if this gap was instead like right here, I'd probably like get it, right? But like this is like too far to be committing into an option like that. And like he actually does go for the up air, but because you gave him so much time to react, he was able to drift right and avoid right. So like, not like I think I understand it. I definitely understand the option, and it's not the worst option, but you gave him too much time to react if that's what you were going for. Like you should have waited to down air when he got to the peak of his first short hop, so that he had to because it's like, okay, at this point he has to commit into either going into the up air or going back down stage, right? So like he committed to the up air, but you gave him enough time that he was able to drift right to not get hit by it.
He just has to play solid.
I'm being a little nitpicky because like you're playing like pretty decently in neutral there, but that was like one glaring mistake, and like glaring mistakes like that are what like win or lose games where like neutral is like not like super on like one way or the other.
Didn't do any crazy smash attacks or anything. We'll stay alive. Forward tilt. Are you dead?
Yeah, that was a late reaction on the forward tilt if you're trying to two frame with it.
No. Okay. Don't get nared. All right. You know what? I'm just not gonna.
I forgot what stock.
Oh, he's alive.
Oh,
and
wait,
he's dead.
I was right. Since I heard the.
I thought he died, dude.
Yeah. You totally like.
Yeah. Overall, you adapt. I think you adapted like decent. Like you adapted decently between games 1 and 2. The main change I would have liked to seen is like the recognition that Ray doesn't play super aggressively and not going for those like high commitment options that end up getting you punished for like doing stuff like that, right? Like in game 1 you noticed that he was playing like a very defensive Palutena. He was playing a little more aggressively in game 2. I'll give you that. Like I think that was probably a matchup thing that Ray like realized that he can probably be a little bit more aggressive against a Link. And or maybe it could have been a mentality thing where he switched it up on you intentionally to like psych you out or like catch you off guard. But I would have like, again, the same thing with Merc. I think you got to be really careful. Both Ridley and Link, a lot of their decent options are like fairly high commitment, and Link has a lot of like in lag on like some of his like more on his like sword swing moves. So like, you just gotta be careful and neutral about like throwing that stuff out, especially if you're going for like a hard read. Just be careful with it. That's my main thing. Other than that, I think you caught on to neutral look pretty well. Like you caught on to his neutral game pretty well. You played like a decent neutral game. You just got outsmarted a couple of times, got put in disadvantage, and like weren't able to recover from it. And that happens. Like that's just like a part of this game. Is like that, and that's like where the better player wins, right? Like I don't think there's any like discrepancy that like Ray is just like a really good player. So you gotta like be like when you're playing a character, when you're playing as someone who you know is like better than you, you have to be more you have to be like even more patient than normal, right? Like get like stuff that works against like people who are like same skill level or like lower skill level than you aren't gonna work against people who are better than you because they're gonna like be able to adapt better a lot of the time. But your neutral game was like your neutral game towards the end there was better. Your bomb stuff was a little better. You're like that seems to be like the thing you struggle with the most on Link. Is like you got to work on like your bomb play because that's like the main thing that sets like Link in this game apart from like Young Link and Toon Link is like the fact that bombs can occupy space and be used as like a trapping tool in addition to like a combo tool. So just like be aware of that. I think your Ridley was fine. I think you need to like be more aware of your recoveries. I think like players tend to feel like they have to immediately go back to the stage, and that's something I personally have worked on a lot about with K Rool. Is like with K Rool's recovery is very linear, right? So like the best thing you can do as K Rool is mix up your recovery and like mix up the height of your recovery, right? But if you're like with like you're Ridley, you always feel like you very much a lot of time have like, okay, I have to get back to stage. I have to get back to stage. I have to get back to stage. And you just don't. Like you really don't. Especially because like we had a couple extra jumps and like you'd only, especially on, like I think it was like the second stock of that the first game, like you easily could have like just fast like dropped low and then done like 2 jumps and then like put yourself back with a straight up recovery. So that's like my main note for you. Those are like my main notes. Do you have any questions, Sketch? That's all good points. Cool. Let me see if the other guy is still here because I don't want to analyze his set without him being here. So let me see. Crusher/Cough, are you still here? Are you around? I didn't expect to take 2 hours between all 3 of those games, but I took 2 hours. So like, I'm like I was like impressed I had this much to say. I thought I would have like less things to say about all of this. Let me see if he's like even online. You're gonna go in? Alright, see you, Sketch. If he is not around, then I'm probably not going to review his match. Have a good night, Sketch. I just sent him a message on Discord. We'll see if he responds. This will be, if he's here, this will be my last VOD for the night. Because I'm probably going to spend like another like 30 minutes on this one. And I have going on vacation tomorrow and I probably need to pack for shit. And it's already 11:30, as you can tell right here. What are you figuring out, Plague? Any weird shit that I should know about? Also, if you guys want to like, so for anyone out there who's not following, while we're like at a pause. I'm trying to hit affiliate on Twitch by the end of the summer. The requirements are I need to have 30 followers. I need to have 30. Let's see if I can remember myself. I need to have 30 followers. I need to have an average watchers with 3 viewers per stream. I have to stream a certain number of hours in a month, and I have to have a certain number of people talking the same stream. So if you guys want to help me reach affiliate, the best thing you can do is drop me a follow, and I would really appreciate it.
Oh, damn.
Thanks for the follow, nice Manu. Appreciate it. I think I don't remember how many followers I'm at right now. I think I'm at 25 or 6, somewhere in there.
Oh, damn.
Thanks for the follow, Captain Cookie. Hope you're having a good evening. Let me see if Crush has gotten back to me yet. But yeah, I plan on doing VOD analysis like this probably about once a week. So at some point I'm probably gonna make a submission form for people to submit VODs to me on so that I'll make a command for Nightbot and all that stuff so that people can just do exclamation point submit and then submit VODs if they want me to. My goal is to like give people I guess like 30 to 60 minutes of time watching their VODs and like giving my personal feedback. Of course, free of charge. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Crusher, are you here? If you're here, give me just give me like a thumbs up or something so I can do this for you. But yeah, so if you're not familiar with me, if you're just tuning in for the first time, my name is Beard. I am a big labber for the King K. Rool. I did a lot of work in the early days of Smash Ultimate to like help develop things. Currently, I'm the community manager of the King K. Rool Discord, and I work as an admin for the Banjo and Hero Discords. If you're ever interested in either of those, head over to any of those, and head over to smashchords.com, and you can find all of those over there. I'm like a figure in my local scene, not as like a high level player, but more as like a tournament organizer type deal. So Crusher, if you're out there, Crusher/Coffee, if you're out there, just give me a sign and we'll get you started on this. I want to make sure you're here for your whole VOD, just like everyone else has been able to be. And if you have anywhere you need to be soon, just let me know. It seems that you can cancel the pivot that would lead to a crown slide with a jump to crown squat. You can cancel the pivot that would lead to a crown slide with a jump to crown squat. I hate like King K, like K. Rool crown stuff gives me anxiety. Just how much shit we have to like remember. It's annoying. I swear Crusher said something in chat earlier. I thought he dropped me something to let me know he was here, but I can't remember. If he doesn't say anything in the next 2 minutes, I'm just gonna go ahead and start and then just point him to YouTube to watch later. But how's everyone doing tonight? Are we all having a good evening? Let's see. I'm currently at... there you are. RoboSuck, are you Crusher? Okay, you're good. I didn't expect that it was going to take me 2 hours to get to this match. So, like... Sorry, I didn't mean to take 2 hours to get to this match. I genuinely thought it would only take me, like, 30 minutes per game. But I just had a lot to say, so, you know... There's a lot more to say, like, again, about players who have a lot to improve than about players who have who are like pretty solid. Like, if you're like a decent player, I'm probably gonna be mostly focusing on like your glaring mistakes and like, because again, as I told Sketch a little earlier, it's like there's one mistake that will cost you like either like a neutral exchange or like will lose a stock, and those like mistakes are what lose games for like players, right? So like that's what I like to focus on, unless I feel like there's like a lot of things that need to be worked on. All right, so let's see what you got.
Rock a clock, baby. Let's get it. All right.
Immediately off the bat, so first things first. First question I have is like, how did you end up on Battlefield? What were your bans? And did you pick the stage or did your opponents pick the stage? My assumption here is that your opponent picked the stage because you're on Battlefield, and Battlefield is like not good in this matchup. This ain't you? Oh, this isn't you? Okay, you just want me to do a valid analysis of this game. Okay, so immediately off the bat, I already don't like this stage pick, right? Like, like Battlefield should probably be one of your bans as a starter, right? Like K-Rool gets juggled very easily, right? So starting on Battlefield is always going to be a risky option because if your opponent is like a decent juggler, like Lucina or like most sorties or like a fair amount of the cast in this game, you're going to get juggled like a fair amount. And K-Rool doesn't have a lot of good ways to get off of platforms, right? So like this is like not. I found a match that I thought I could use reviewing as K-Rool main. Sure. So, like, immediately right off the bat, I already raising red flags because this is, like, a really, like, scary stage choice as a starter, right? Like, you don't have a way, like, K-Rool does not have a good way to get through, like, platforms other than, like, drop down fair and drop down dare because, like, drop down nair sucks. So, like, already I'm questioning, like, the stage choice and, like, I'm wondering if, like, so, like, I'm really hoping that this was not his stage choice, because if this is his stage choice, then I feel like he probably needs to, like, review stage choices as a K-Rool main, because this stage sucks for K-Rool. And, like, it's really funny, because we used to really think this stage was, like, really good for K-Rool, but it's not. Like, it's really not at all. I would much rather go to PS2. I would much rather go to Final Destination. I would much rather go to Smash Roll. Like, basically any other starter other than Battlefield. Like, we've discovered like how good Final Destination can be. You're still a Battlefield believer, but top line stuff. Yeah, so just go to PS1 or PS2. Like that's like those are equally good. It's not Unova. It's you think it is Unova. I was thinking of Callus. Unova and Callus always gonna be. Yeah, I know it isn't you playing. I'm not gonna like critique you for this point. I'm just gonna like critique general things about it. Battlefield as a starter for K-Rool. I'm not about it. I'd much rather be trying to go to Smash Roll or PS1 or 2 or whatever the legal pick is, or even FT. Usually whatever the fifth starter is sucks anyways, so like I'd rather go to one of those three, right? Like I usually don't want to start on Battlefield, especially if I know my opponent's playing.
It's okay. There's however many
I swear to God, if he starts with Blunderbuss drop through platform, I'm closing the video.
1,000 people watching the stream. If I'm the only one who
Okay, thank God he didn't. But he started with Crown. So immediately right off the bat here, he was I don't like this. Sorry, Jesus Christ, that's bright. I don't really like this aggressive like drop down Crown throw. If he's going to go for a Crown throw and like immediately in neutral, he needs to go for a retreat, right? Like Crown rank takes up a lot of space. So if you're gonna throw that out as your first option in a match, you should really position yourself like over here, right? Like, if those, like, Lucina is not going to, like, retreat in, like, as her first option. She's not going to be playing back here unless she's, like, trying to, like, snuff out an option, right? Like, Lucina's like, all right, I have good disjoints. I have, like, decent juggles. This is a big character. I'm going to get in, like, immediately. So, like, going for, like, the drop-down aggressive counterang is, like, just going to get you, like, have it. He's probably going to eat a forward air here. A forward air or forward tilt or, like, a dancing blade. If the first thing he wanted to do was go for a countering option, he should have dropped and like landed here and then gone for countering, because Lucina's gonna have a hard time closing in that gap even if she shields the crown, right? So like this immediately is already like not a good option to be using in this matchup.
that joke. It was a
There's a forward there. Unfortunately, so Lucina, he got lucky and Lucina didn't wasn't like paying attention to where the crown was coming back.
All right, man.
clock. Oh, clock.
Good grab, good up throw. Good jab. Whoa. Is that stream lag?
Yo, this K-Rool's
I don't know what that stream lag is, but that I don't like that nair on the top platform, especially when your opponent's probably gonna go back and try to take back center stage.
like wave landing and stuff. All right, I see you.
That's a sign of a very dangerous K-Rool. Get that crown out.
That was okay. So landing with crown there to cancel your your fall lag is like, or to cancel out a special fall is like a fine option. But imagine if he'd gone for a blunderbuss there and had the option to drop through stage if he saw his opponent was coming in for an aggressive aerial, right? Like, and then Ninja again, he has cannonball that's going to be occupying all of this space, like as it goes through it, and he can go for the suck animation, which is going to snuff out an approach from the front. So the opponent has to come above him. So then he can drop down and go for like an up smash or an up tilt, right? Like crown is like a decent way to cancel out your special fall, but blunderbuss is going to be a much more efficient way to do that. And it's not even significantly slower.
Out of here.
We'll find out how.
Like the crown startup and the Difference between Crown Startup and Blunderbuss Startup is 4 frames.
Dangerous it even matters that he is, because Lucina's just
Really weird up smash, but okay.
going to try to ignore everything that K. Rool does
I don't know what, I'm gonna assume that that side B was a mistake.
and run in and hit you in the face. And wow.
Missed tech there. Was that a regrab as well? Why didn't he have like iframes all the way through that?
First blood, respectively.
Yo,
KK
this
Rool, pretty
K.
big guy.
Rool's like wave landing and stuff. All right. I see you.
That's
see you,
a sign
Dirk.
of a very dangerous K. Rool. Uh-oh, get that crown out of here.
We'll find out how dangerous it even matters that he is, because Lucina's just going to try to ignore everything that K. Rool does and run in and hit you in the face.
Oh, okay. He got 2 frames. Yeah, that sucks. He probably was. To be fair, he probably wasn't ready to tech there because he didn't think he was gonna get 2 frames with a forward air.
No tech, boys.
And he's all smiles at this point. Can you really be like upset if you're playing a character like K. Rool? Not to say he's bad, but
Good grab.
the character's just too damn.
You will never land an up air out of an up throw. It's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. If your opponent is at 0 and you get an up throw, you're actually better off doing a fast fall, a short hop fast fall nair, because that is a better chance to hit if your opponent doesn't jump. You're never gonna hit him with an up air. It's not gonna happen. Even at 0, it's not gonna happen.
Damn goofy to even be upset that you died by anything.
If you play King K. Rool on stream at a major, you just enjoy
Good
playing
blunderbuss.
him. Exactly what you said. You have too much fun playing. The
Fine
game.
down smash. He could if he was like he probably thought his opponent, he probably thought that Lucina was gonna go for an aerial there and like went for the down smash. But even then, he probably could have held it just like a little longer just to bait out that air dodge option as well. Again, landing with an air, not a good idea, almost ever.
Or you're
Good
trying
jab.
to style on someone so bad
Good
that
grab.
you're tired from the game.
Well,
Those are the 2 options.
There's also
One issue I'm already seeing is like he's like always going for like reads out of the up throw, right? Like you don't need to do that. You don't need to always be going for a hard like tech like a chase after an up throw, right? You by getting your opponent up on those platforms, you have the ability to get stage control. Like he could have easily dropped down and taken center stage and just like occupied space. But instead he was like, okay, I need to commit to an option out of this. We have tested so much. There is no true move out of up air, right? So like you are never going to be able to land anything out of an up air unless you get like a really, really hard read. So like I said, his opponent is such a high percent. I would rather him like go get stage control and then like dominate neutral again, right? Because K. Rool and advantage is great. Like K. Rool and advantage is so good. But instead he's like, all right, I'm just going to extend neutral by like trying to get some chases, right? But instead he could be like pushing, like trying to push advantage by like taking stage control. Because Lucina doesn't have like a lot of options. Up air has 1 potential combo. Yeah, up air has 1 potential combo inside of a spike. Cancel on pass into util. Okay. Oh, you mean like a combos from up air into something else. Yeah. So, up throw, it's not going to happen. Don't like, especially like at this percent, I would never go for a chase with an up throw. I just want to have stage presence or stage control, especially on a stage like Battlefield where being in like the middle center stage is so important. Fine blunderbuss. I really wish down smash broke shields a little easier. At least if it did like a little bit more shield damage and like got it like super small, it'd be great. It doesn't even have to be like Bowser's down special where it like immediately breaks shields, but like it just like a little more damage would be nice. Landing with nair, don't do it. Retreat to ledge, you're much better off. Dash attack is a decent. Okay, so the time dash attack is at its best in neutral is as a tech chase, because if they tech in or tech or just stand in place or get up attack, you're gonna hit them, right? The only instance where you get punished for using a dash attack against a tech in a tech read situation is if they roll out, right? So like dash attack is a fine choice. It's not the best choice, but it's a fine choice. I can respect that.
Lucina's forward air did receive some nerfs in this new patch.
Good blunderbuss drop.
But in this one, that is not the case right here. Dirk right here drawing this match that much closer. Only 61%.
Landing nairs, don't do them. I'm gonna say it every time I see it because it's not something you should do because it's so obvious.
The lead here for a big guy like K. Rool.
So that's how Dirk sealed out that stock is a little trick you can do with that suck up ability, the cannon.
Little trick.
You can fall from the platform with it, and it can just be really
Good.
tricky and mix up the
Up air off of a ledge when your opponent thinks you're gonna jump is really good. Up air, high key is our most underrated aerial, and I'm not gonna apologize for it ever. Up air is not a bad move, and I don't care what anyone says. Does that have a lot of end lag? Yes, it has a fuck ton of end lag, but it's still fine. It's not complete trash. Move comes out fast, has decent kill potential, is good for like beating opponents in the air. I'm not gonna apologize for it. I have defended up air for so long, and no one ever believes me. Up air is such a good option on stage. Like, it's such a fine option on stage. Okay, like when you're playing a character who doesn't have a lot of fast options, and like you have an up air that comes out that fast and has like decent kill power and like covers a decent amount of ground and combos out of like your spikes, that's a good move, even if it has a lot of in lag. And even then, the in lag is only bad if you're off staged. Like if you're on stage, just fast falling, you're fine. People that complain about up air all the time, just like just take a step back and realize that up air is like a pretty decent move. So yeah, that like get up, like the normal get up into like the short hop up air, great. Not enough K Rools use up air. It's a good move.
The timing of where that command grab actually is. And
Really good blunderbuss. That is the example of a great blunderbuss in neutral, where he full hopped, shot mid range, or shot at the peak, and then was able to occupy all of that space. He got to occupy by doing that.
Really
Here, watch.
The timing of
That was a good forward air as well. That was a good spacing. He's conditioned by doing that forward air. He's conditioning his opponent to retreat.
where that command.
So like here, he's like, okay, I'm gonna take this platform. So you can come center. You can come center. I'm not gonna occupy that space right now. So right now, by doing this full hop blunderbuss and threatening this platform, Cannonball is gonna take up all this space. Suck is gonna take up all this space. Actually, Suck takes up all of like this space right here, right? Look at all this space you just occupy for free. This is a really good blunderbuss use.
And grab actually is. And so here it is again. It's
Good crown. That was it. Yep. He's seeing that his opponent's playing aggressively. He thinks his opponent's going to recover aggressively for stage. I think he's picked up on that. He's using crown as to snuff out that aggressive recovery.
throwing Ronan for a little bit of a trip right now.
Back throw.
I do that a lot too. I tend to also like go for the back airs to snuff people out on stage. It's also a good way to like reverse your positioning.
Confused, nice, but the right mindset though. Obviously, it elects to go to the ledge, go for down tilt, try to poke him away.
Fine F tilts. Questionable down smash, but fine. See again, he's going for these chases off these up throws. He doesn't need to. He doesn't need to be doing that. The best thing, again, he could have gone for another blunderbuss.
Helicopter or something? I don't know what the heck that is. He got some wings on that hat though.
The propeller, yeah. Yeah, Dirk here, he's
Fine back air.
Wait.
Could have recovered a little lower. Probably should have dropped down probably about another couple of units and then just gone for the high recovery. Lucina, like the worst thing Lucina can do to like a K roll that's recovering low is like drop down forward air or back air, right? So just be ready to tech. He was not at a situation. He was not at a percent where if she had done that, he would have been in an untechable situation. So he should have just gone for the lower recovery. He was probably worried that was going to happen, but like just be ready to tech and you're fine.
Place, but he's just going to get hit in the face.
Oh shit!
That move's getting a little bit of the nerf bat next patch, but
right.
Still good for now.
Let's go back.
Yeah, Dirk here, he's like.
Yeah, 134 he would have been able to tech.
In the face by an F smash. That move's getting a little bit of the nerf bat next patch, but
right.
Still good for now.
Yeah, not a wave lance smooth enough right there to just outmaneuver that forward smash at the ledge. I like that.
I actually don't hate the pummels there and just letting him go. Like, there he probably was going to forward throw anyway, so he's just getting his opponent off stage. It's not like he really got punished since his opponent mashed out of it too quickly.
Had that one scout out a mile away.
Never do this. Never, 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 never just throw out crown and then blunderbuss on the ledge. It's never going to work. I absolutely promise. If you're not using this platform to use blunderbuss trapping, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter because your opponent's just going to jump over it. It's not hard to time.
Nice. Tries to go for the tried and true K. Rool setup. The crown.
Decent
right
dash
there.
attack.
A little off the mark right here. Up smash.
Weird up smashes again. Up smash. There's one time where it works, and that's to force the situation for down air. Sure. But even then, like, it's very medium. Has mid level, but crown does it. Yeah. My main issue with doing it is that it's such an obvious option that people are never gonna fall for it. It's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I promise. I can tell. I feel like he's going over a lot of up smashes here because up smash comes out so quick, which is good. It's good that people realize up smash is a good move. The reads are just off. Like, they're not going to work on a situation where they're not going to work on a stage where your opponent has the ability to retreat to the top platform.
No sir.
Also, crown on ledge is underrated as it pops people off when returning. That's true as well.
That was a strong
Good
move
jab.
If I've ever seen one.
I have a buddy of mine who was playing on.
So again, see how he just like he didn't commit to anything. He just like calmly walked up. That's good. I don't like that he's like immediately going for this down smash, but like the calmly walking up was nice, and like that's a mentality thing, right? Like if he had dashed up, his opponent would have gone for an immediate option, right? He's conditioning his opponent to go for a slower option by walking up, but he's failing to like do anything with it by immediately going for a down smash,
Wi-Fi.
and he's gonna get punished for it, right?
Wow, when King K. Rool was all over the place.
Okay, well the Lucina didn't punish him, but she definitely could have.
And he actually thought that the
Dash attacks in neutral are always way too risky to go for like a majority of the time.
the crown into the gun
Dash attack comes out fast but lasts forever, and it's very telegraphed.
was all one move. Because every single K. Rool always does one right after the other. He's like, I thought you had to do it.
Don't do it.
I thought it was required.
Good forward air. Good platform
No, they're
pressure.
two separate moves, dude. You don't need
Missing that tech is just
to
unfortunate.
press it. Well, look, he's gonna do it again.
Yeah.
That's
Again. Oh.
Dash attack into.
It
Ooh.
was all the bait.
That's weird. The angle didn't have him hit the cannonball, because usually when you dash attack after reshot, it works. Biggest note already. Way too many dash attacks in neutral. Like for my comfort. Yeah, it usually works. I mean, it was gonna kill him anyways, but like it's always fun to have him hit the reshot cannonball. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about all these dash attacks in neutral. Maybe the percent was too high? Maybe. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Most characters are just gonna die to the dash attack anyways.
It was all the bait. He just wanted to put the stomach on him. It's okay. Big guys need love.
Good jab.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nice. Once more with the crown.
Crown.
Grab
Do
that
decent
time.
crown usage. Good.
Waveland back. What the hell game is this?
yeah,
Hold
he's
on.
smoothing this.
Hold on, that game is on the other side of this room.
Look at this K. Rool. I'm a fan of Dirk. All right.
Back throw.
Back throw.
No.
This is a good situation to use back throw instead of up throw, because like even though you're missing out on percent, your ledge trapping tools are like good enough that you're probably gonna get more percent out of getting your opponent off stage rather than just throwing them up. Especially because he keeps going for these like up air reads that he's not getting, and I'm hoping that that's the reason why he's doing it. Is yeah, you deal enough percent. Like back throw is like not as strong as up throw, but like does like what 13 or 14 I think, maybe 15, 13.2. Yeah, and like you're probably gonna get like you're probably gonna get some damage off of a ledge situation. So like it's gonna make up for that like missing 6% anyways.
Spike, of course, had him shook. He wants to go for the
If I ever catch any of you K rules out there always doing crown throw under blunderbuss not even on a platform at the ledge, I will personally come to your locals and unplug your controller.
snap right to the ledge. Obviously, no high recovery here versus KK. Oh,
Yeah, what is this?
Hold up a minute.
He's moving all over the place.
he is. Bruh.
See what I was talking about? There it was. He was standing still in the middle of the stage, didn't do anything, and his opponent didn't know what to do. His opponent just went around him on the platforms. Because a person standing still has limitless potential. They could literally go for any single option, right? They are not locking themselves into anything. They're standing still, and they're like, I was expecting an option. And so he literally just went like, commit to something. And he was just like, no, I'm just going to stand here and wait and see what you do. So that's exactly what I'm talking about when I'm saying doing nothing is OP.
Okay. I mean, that's not safe, my guy, is what you're supposed to say in that situation. But no!
I don't have any comments.
Speaking of unsafe, you gotta get the ledge, man. K-Rool, baby.
Why did he move on that boy like that? Why did he move on him like that?
He was so intimidated, he's like, okay, get to game 2.
Bro, he had him shook. He was scared for his life.
Yes. If my round 1 in my Swiss Wave C pool was a wave dashing K-Rool, I'd be like, bruh, I'm DQing, get me out of here. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm driving back to Chicago.
Bro.
Victory screen music is OP.
Bro, what the hell?
OD.
I'm actually
It's
at
the
a
new
loss.
wave, dude. The new
Literally.
wave. I don't know
Alright.
if the audience can
Town and City?
that.
This is a surprising counter pick, honestly. K-Rool's Town and City. Town and City, pretty good stage for us. Not like the best stage, but like not bad. I think it's definitely one of the lower key K-Rool stages. It becomes Callus 2. Yeah, it's Callus 2. This is like low key a really good stage for K-Rool. Yeah. This is like, it's not like our best stage, but it's like low key like a pretty decent stage.
I hope not.
Let's go, Dirk.
Alright,
If you were in my region, this stage would still have the hazards on.
Day of the week, dude.
you've been visited by the wave landing K room, bro. Make a wish.
Not first, but yeah, it's not like if this was our pick, I wouldn't take us there. But like, there's worse things that could happen. They could take us to Yoshi's story, but I'm assuming that was one of his bans. So like, you know.
Try to upvote or you'll get 70 years of bad luck.
And no, you can't vote for this block to be over this turn. Sorry, bro. That's the one wish you can't grant.
Yeah, I'm stuck here.
Good,
Okay.
good, smart weight on the grab.
Bro.
I actually,
That was so first things first. Take us to Yoshi's and get some bound glitch and lose. Yeah, but they patched it out. They patched it out. We think they patched it out at least. But Yoshi's is still a bad stage for us objectively. Really smart weight on the grab for the crown to get that extra percent before going into the up throw. That's a very basic thing that some K rules miss sometimes. You can get like if you throw crown, you can like grab, get one pommel crown hit, and then commit to a throw. Also, don't dash attack in neutral this much.
did not know that his up throw to 20%.
All right, this match, he's gonna go for all the hits, no punish. He's gonna wait it out, smart stuff. Understand that, not really the best buttons out of shield for him to go for.
Also, I'm not feeling all these up smashes either. Like, he's going for a lot of up smashes in neutral, and they're like they're not really working out the way they need to. Up smashing on any character is generally like just up smashing in neutral is generally not a great option. Like, just go for up tilts. Up tilt or even up air is giving you just as much platform pressure without being as committing as a move, right? So like, if you're going for platform pressure, you should not be going for up smashes.
Go for a cross up punish. He's just gonna try to reset neutral. That's okay. Play it safe. 36 to 54.
Decent. So like, he finally got his first follow up out of you up smash can shield poke, but it's so rare that it's probably not going to matter because they're probably having a full if they're probably going to have a full shield when they shield on platform anyways. So like whatever, whatever. I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it. That was also his first time he was successfully able to chase with up throw. So like, I think that was like his 7th or 8th chase with up throw, and that was his first successful chase on it. So like, just occupy space in neutral rather than or occupy this, gain stage control, get advantage. K Rool in advantage is so good. He's so good. Don't put yourself in a situation where you have to keep playing neutral. It's not smart.
Counting up the number 71.
Good back air.
Again, okay.
Keep going for it. I love that move so much. Whoa. Okay.
I like the cross up there. It's some smart cross up.
Goes for the dancing blade, but then goes for the multi-hit.
That was a... mistake. I'm gonna assume that was a mistake.
Not deep enough though right there. Kangaroo obviously a
And
lot of
he's
gas left in that tank.
really,
High and
really smart recovery there. Actually, at the very end there. Oh God, really, like this. This was dumb.
oh,
That was so dumb.
let's get the red stuff. He's going deep, but not deep enough though right there. Kangaroo obviously a lot of
That was really smart. He realized his opponent was going to go for another aggressive option, and so he was able to like just drift back a little bit and back forward. Like Kairo's recovery is bad, but you have people have more manipulation over it than they think.
that tank goes high and then still gets the ledge.
Oh, what the fuck? Don't do that, kids. Friends don't let friends F smash at the ledge. Or better yet, never use F smash when you play K Rool. If you're going for a hard read as K Rool, I promise you, you have better options than F smash. Because you know what? Okay. You know what pisses me off about K Rool more than anything else? F smash has really good knockback, but other than that, it's garbage. Like the hitbox on it is like already bad, but it doesn't even do a lot of like the move itself doesn't even do a lot of damage. It does like 14 or 15 uncharged. And for as slow and laggy as that move is, for it to only do so little damage makes me so angry. Like, F Smash is K Rool's worst move, and it's not close. I thought in my experience, it doesn't deal like 23 angled up. Okay, angled up it deals more. I forget that the angles change damage, which is stupid, and I hate it. But 23 is still like up. You get more damage off of the the average up throw than an F smash, and that's stupid, and I hate it.
Oh, now he's...
I just hate F smash. I want to have more reasons to hate that move. Okay, let me go back a little bit.
Goes high and then still gets the ledge.
Yeah, K-Rool's fine.
And he missed a tech, so he got super punished too.
Wait a minute. Bruh, that hitbox is like an inch or two away from Lucina's sword. She might have Mar's sword here, man.
Nairing in neutral is bad. Generally, when you're gonna go for a nair in neutral, it should just be a forward air, because forward air is really good.
Okay, you get the crown for yourself. That
Good
means K-Rool
jab.
doesn't have access to that option.
Nope. Okay, so
Good
he
shield.
Puts it back on his head. Smart. I'll take that. Nice.
See how he's just occupying space in neutral there? That's so smart. Like, occupying space in neutral is so important with K Rool. If they're just gonna camp you on the platforms on this stage, just let them. Like, just let them. They can have it. Yeah, tomahawking as K Rool is super important. Yeah, you don't, like, you should almost, like, as K Rool, like, don't even commit to aerials most of the time. Like, if you're not committing to forward air, you probably just shouldn't be committing at all, like, period. Like, don't commit, period. But, like, this right here was really smart, where he just kind of, like, played center stage and, like, occupied space and was like, approach me. And he got a grab off of it. It's really smart. But, what I don't like is that he went for up throw when he could have gone for down throw and gotten an up smash read. Most people, like, probably, like, 70 to 80% of the time, is down throw useful? Yes. Down throw and stash attack would have killed? Also true. Down throw... Okay, so, like, after... Okay, so, like, here's the thing. People think that down throw doesn't work at, like, the, like, mid-high percents, but it does. Like, low-level K Rools probably don't know about down smash ups... Or down throw up smash, right? But, like, down throw up smash is, like, one of the best parts of K Rool's kit, honestly. Because, like, your opponent, like, most, like, 80 to 90% of the time, your opponent's reaction to down throw is always going to be to mash, right? So, like, up smash is free, and it's almost always going to kill against the majority of the cast. I don't think we have the numbers on as far as, like, what like weight tier you have to be to not get killed by it, but it's just nuts. Like they're almost always gonna try to mash out of a down throw, and it's just a free up smash. So free.
All right, platform pressure, of course, not a smart position to be in here versus King K. Rool.
Cool.
Now he's dash dancing all over the place. All right.
Again, up throw.
I don't think Dirk knows that you down throw to ground people, or maybe he just wants to keep.
My man, my boy, just got 3 grabs in a row and decided it would be better to not kill his opponent because he wants to keep playing the game. My boy, you're so wrong. Just kill your opponent. Up throw is objectively really good when your opponent's not a kill percent. Please, for the love of God. Okay, let's see this forward crown slide. Hey, forward crown slide. Woo! We did it, boys. It matters.
Nice tomahawk. Get thrown. All right, platform pressure, of course, not a smart position to be in here versus King K. Rool.
Dash dancing all over the place.
He got 3 grabs. He got 3 grabs.
Or maybe he just wants to keep doing that up throw because it looks cool or something.
Yeah, like, he's been playing with this half smile on his face. That leads me to believe he just knows what he's doing. He's just here. He's not here for a long time, but he's here for a good time.
You know.
I'm so distraught. Like, I'm actually upset. Okay, all right.
Half smile on his face. That leads me to believe he just knows what he's doing. He's just here. He's not here for a long time, but he's here for a good time.
Good. I like the aggressive recovery there.
That describes us all in some way.
That's very true. Okay. Goodbye.
Good fair. Good fair read.
He's getting like level 3 reads where he's like, I think you're gonna double jump and try to fade back here. Right?
The best combo.
Okay,
return. Good up there. Good grab.
Oh no forward air that time.
Ooh, that right there, that was a good F smash read. I will actually give him that was a good F smash read. If he was just a little sooner on it, he probably would have landed it. Because that Lucina was like obviously not ready for a counter. Oh yeah, that would have killed. He either needed to release it a little earlier or a little later, and he would have been fine. He would definitely hit it. And like, yeah. But that right there was actually like a situation where like F smash was like a decent read option, but he just missed his timing. If he'd been a little tighter on the timing, he would have landed, and his opponent would have died. It would have been sweet. I think there's some good examples in like Mr. L's set, which I'm not gonna review tonight because it's 12:15. I'm gonna go to bed, and I've been doing VOD analysis for 3 hours. But that was like a decent one. He just flubbed the timing.
Dodge the forward smash. Wonderful positioning and wonderful patience right there. Okay, direction air dodges it back to another grab.
His patience is really good.
He knows Dirk is getting pretty platform pressure happy. Oh, put the tummy on her. Put the tummy on Lucina, boy.
It's scary.
I need to like fly out to wherever this man lives and just show him what down throw is. Just show him. Just be like, hey, you have another direction you can throw people? It puts them in the grounds, and then you can kill them. And they die. And you win. He's played this stock so well. Like, he's played so well. Please tell me he's not going to up thrower again. Oh, no.
He's just going to go for up throw every single time. Not going to go for down throw. Not going to try to pummel. You get, like, extra 3%, 4% if you pummel.
And versus Lucina, every piece of percent matters, okay? Because she can still KO some relatively early percents versus a good...
Like, up throw would have been fine if this was Battlefield and he was going to land on that top platform and possibly kill. But he's not. He's not. This is not the stage we're playing on.
Chunk it Even some of these big guys. Pivot grab. Goodbye.
I get it. He's mixing up his opponent. He's mixing up his opponent so that when he finally downs throw them, they're not expecting it. I get it. But why? But why? Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? I'm the player cam. Hold on. Hold on. Look at me. I'm playing the game. There is no player. It's just me. Look at me. I'm playing. Hold on. I'm playing the game. This is me. This is my K Rool. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. Up throw. Ha ha ha. Extend the game. Ha ha ha. I'm sorry. Oh God. All right.
Bye. Oh wait, no, we're still living.
It's stale. He's gone for like 5 of those.
Good up air chase.
Friendly reminder that.
He's gonna.
Okay, pump
And
him
now, oh my God! Look, look. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Even if that Lucina was a god tier masher, it would have killed anyways because she was at like 190. It was going to kill whether she or not he was a god tier masher. So just do it earlier, or I will fucking kill you.
It's for the up smash. All right, you got it, Dirk. You got it.
Oh, Waveland? Nice. Look at this. Look at this. Look at him.
Dude, he's flexing so hard.
What is happening?
I don't, bro. I'm afraid. No. So you're not gonna be able to go.
See what I'm talking about going deep? Totally fine when you're playing K Rool. The ability to minimize how far you have to go diagonally is such an important skill, right? Like being able to like control how far you have to go diagonally is really important. So like figuring out how far you can go on each stage is really important. I would even recommend if you play K Rool to go into training mode, go to all the legal stages in your region, and just test how far you can fall before you have to commit to recovery, because that's going to be such an important tool to knowing like how to minimize your directional like charge, right?
Maybe you might. Oh, gets the crown. Almost got himself killed. All right, so you don't got range like that. Get some of the after effects here of the smash attack. Wave lands backwards. Look at the footwork.
I love it. I love it so much. Okay, the crown's got.
That was a good try. That was a good try to shield grab there.
Bye. Oh no, the tummy. Big guys need love too.
Oh, and you air dodge down there. Okay, yeah. He knows. He knows the mistake you made. You see it in the player cams. If you had told me a year ago that you would be unironically saying, "Oh no, the tummy" on commentary,
yeah,
I would not have believed you. But
I'm just saying, man, King K. Rool brings out the goofiness in some of us.
He's a goof.
He's a goof. They said it too. Can confirm. K Rool is a goof.
Lucina still has a shot here. I think.
No, she doesn't.
Belligerent and just say, I don't care.
If this guy was playing seriously, his game would be over.
Sword in your face.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the start.
Nice. Oh, the 1-2-3 jab. He knew he was gonna spot dodge right there. Very smart. Gonna try to suck him up. Oh, wonderful. Using the neutral special. We need to see more of that. The B reverse though. That's the wrong way. And then before the dash attack could even come out, he was able to sneak in forward smash because he knew that armor was definitely gonna play a big
aggressive recovery, but fine.
Bye.
Not enough to KO from center.
Like the worst thing that could have happened there is Lucina like got up attack or did like natural get up into like a move. Like F smash probably.
This is so goofy. And up throw is enough. The crowd pops off for the wave landing K Rool, who gets it done here. That's smash and splash.
He did that.
He did it. And he not.
remember, kids, down throw is bad, and you should never use down throw. Down throw is shit. You should never use down throw. You should always use up throw. Up throw is the best throw of K. Rool, and if you ever use anything else, I will come to your house and unplug your controller. Oh my god. Wow. I really don't have a lot to say. I think I said everything. I think I've said everything I need to say. Do y'all have any questions about anything about that set?
No.
I'd be happy to answer any questions y'all have. What are K. Rool's best and worst stages? Best stages are Unova, Smashville, and I don't know about the third one. Third one is always up for debate. I personally like his worst stages, in my opinion, are Battlefield, like triplats, because K. Rool doesn't have like good platform. Like K. Rool has like decent platform pressure, but not good like ways to get off of them, right? So like taking like K. Rool is, most K. Rools are probably gonna ban Battlefield variants against you because they don't want to play there. Yeah, that's Lilat. If Lilat is legal in your region, Lilat is also a bad stage for K. Rool. What should you do against K. Rool when he down throws a high percent? Depends on how good the K. Rool you're playing against is. If you are... Is the VOD of the stream going to Kremling Cinema? Sure. I'll put it on my... I'm going to put the whole VOD of the stream on my YouTube, and then I can put that on in Kremling Cinema. Stage size affect it because how he can use... Yeah. Bigger stages tend to be better for K. Rool because he wants moves to... he wants room to maneuver with projectiles and stuff. If you're playing against a good K. Rool, never mash out a down throw around 90 to 110 because he's gonna up smash you. If you're playing against a bad K. Rool, just immediately go for the match. Yeah, medium stage, like I say, like medium to big stages are K. Rool's like bread and butter. Like Pokemon Stadium gets a little too big for us. Like we can't cover all of that space, but it's still better than like a triplat option. But if you're playing against a good K. Rool, you want to mix up. You want to mix up how you mash out a down throw because that's gonna confuse them. But if you always mash, they can't get nothing off of... Well, no, they can get things off of no mashing, but up smash won't work out of no mashing. Because, like, to be able to go down throw up smash, they have to immediately up smash out of the down throw, right? So, like, they have to commit into that option. Like, down throw at, like, 90 to 110 on every single character is a read. Like, if your opponent is immediately... All right, see you later, RoboSuck. Thanks for tuning in. If your opponent immediately goes to mash, up smash will always work, right? So if you don't mash, then like they're not gonna hit you at up smash. There's like a decent chance you'll still get hit by the second or third hit of up smash, but you're not gonna die, and that's the thing. But you have to basically you have to mix up your mashing, right? You have to like change it up so that each time they're having to read what you're doing rather than just being able to go for up smash every time or just being able to know that you're not mashing and go for like down smash, forward tilt, up tilt, instant dash attack, any of that stuff, you know? If you go for the same option every time, if you go for the same mash every time, they're going to always know what you're doing. You should have to mix it up. Down throw puts your opponent in a mix-up, and it's really weird because you don't think that putting your opponent in a berry leads to a mix-up. Any other questions before I sign off for the night? I'll be putting a VOD submission choice. Mid mashing decreases chance of follow-ups. That's true. Yeah. I don't think you want to. I don't think it's ever the correction to just not mash, but maybe you don't like fucking lay hands on the controller every time, like I do. Any other questions before I sign off for the night? I'll be opening a VOD analysis submission probably soon. I've got a couple of exciting projects coming like early July. So be on the lookout for that. I'm really excited for a couple of the things that are coming down the pipeline. Feel free to follow me on Twitter at thebeardman71, I believe. I don't know. I don't go on my Twitter a whole lot. But like if you're interested, I'll probably be a little bit more active over there. But yeah. I'm gonna be signing off for the night. I gotta pack for tomorrow. Hope you enjoy this. I'll probably have the VOD up on YouTube later tonight, as long as I can get everything downloaded and uploaded and all that stuff. And yeah, have a nice evening, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.